Okay.
Yeah, I would rather MST make this 1 block shorter and make it actually normal.
I mean, if we keep it that way, technically speaking, it's considered a troll room, because if you don't make the jump, you can't get back out.
Yeah, do you add the pathing or do you add troll tag?
Yeah.
I think what you add is a spazer soft block on the door.
Oh boy.
Yeah. What this room needs is soft block pathing spazer on the door.
All right, we're trying again.
That's
Also,
what this room actually needs.
I disconnected and reconnected my YouTube to Restream, and it defaults to being turned off to be streamed too. So that could have been the problem. Just hoop after hoop. But hey, it worked in my favor.
That's just funny.
Yeah, I'm going to go harass MST for this problem.
Yeah.
That ruined a great seed. Well,
Thank
to be fair,
you, Kiva.
if that room wasn't broken, the seed wouldn't have been made in the first place, because everything has a small effect.
Mm-hmm. Well, it still would have been just off the first 2 rooms, yeah.
That's why I decided to stop that.
Guess we need a new
I'd rather, because considering we're doing the tourney thing at this point, I'd rather question every room we see that looks questionable.
Fair enough, honestly.
Because that room's in the pool.
Yeah. Well, we're waiting
Well,
for a new world.
I am at least.
it's
This is my first ever, and same with YouTube's. This is the first ever race I've been in.
Okay, that only took 2 attempts. Zoya.
Oh yeah, we're working on an attorney, chat. I'm allegedly helping, even though I haven't actually done anything yet.
There. Oh, I gotta go all the way to the bottom. Well, it's another 3 bosses, but a lot more items.
There we go. Alright.
It's in the Discord.
I have bothered MST about the pathing in that room.
Okay, let me download the room. It's insanity.
Oh boy, I really need to put a black background on that.
Thank you guys for your patience today on this.
Oh, it works in my favor because now I fixed my streams. It's Zoya, right? Zoya's the new one?
Yeah,
Correct.
Zoya's the new one. What? File browser, get the hell out of here. Is this the bottom of my list? This is the absolute bottom of my list.
I didn't feed him. We're about to start up again. We had a problem.
Did we lose one? I thought we had 6 people last time.
Hold up, dang it.
Astrotubes.
Oh, Winterloon, I think.
No, Winter's there. Next.
Oh. Gorador?
No, yeah, Gordor.
I'm not.
Is he leaving for good?
No. He wasn't in the chat. He went straight to stream. So.
Kiba gave me the all good on all 4 platforms. That's pretty good. Thank you, Kiba.
Okay.
Oh, I
Did he
think
say
the
you can make the
explanation.
jump?
Yeah, you can
The same. The same thing actually happened in with me. I think it might be that Skyhawk has the first release of the pack, but he had a second release like a day later, and a lot of people missed it, including me. I wouldn't blame Skyhawk. It happens to all of us.
But hold on.
We forget a pack
Amada,
update because
is
it
his
happens
answer-
so
is-
soon.
Amada, is his answer that there is no pathing?
His answer is that everything is fine.
That doesn't answer my question though.
That seems to imply
Okay, so
that
if
it
you
doesn't
fall
need
down the
pathing.
pit, MST is saying the intended way out is to respawn.
Oh, wow.
So it's a troll
Guess what's
room.
happening to that
So it is a
room?
troll room.
That's a troll room. That ain't staying in the tourney. Sorry.
I had a sneaky feeling.
We all learned something today.
Yeah.
that is not happening.
Ah.
Heckin' unique
Is
world,
he still
though.
racing? He's still racing.
Yeah, someone needs to tell Gore that the seed was broken.
I'll just give him that.
They'll be in streamer mode.
Seed was air quote broken.
MST is continuing to say that his room is completely fine.
Well, if it's supposed to be a troll room, then sure. That's still not going in the tourney.
Oh, I thought you were saying you were going to hire an attorney. Like, it wasn't that bad, dude.
Love to watch the court case behind that.
I might need to change. Okay, so I'm gonna email the seed to myself again, unfortunately, because it does.
Okay,
it
that's
seems
fine.
like my computer still hates Discord for some reason.
Are you opening Discord in your browser?
Yeah,
I may not have
but
time
when I do
for
it
a
on the
court
app, the
process
same
here.
problem occurs. The same problem occurs with the app where it just retries over and over again and doesn't get anywhere.
You know,
Yeah.
I actually tend
In
to
fact, the
agree
browser's
on,
actually slightly better in that regard, but still horrible.
Mm.
And I have no clue why.
For core percent
I need to look into it at some point because it seems like it's been happening for like a week now, and it's been very annoying.
Hold up. Am I completely... I need to check something. Am I completely wrong here?
I'm just going to say yes on instinct.
Yeah, I might not particularly.
Yeah, no, this
have
is...
time for
okay.
4% either.
Hold up. Does high jump work?
Oh,
Why
it's
is
another
that,
3-boss.
Mata jumps into the
Mostly
ceiling.
because I
Yep.
Prefer
It
taking
works.
my showers before
Do I
getting
have it?
home, or my mom gets home from
Hold
work
up.
at 10. I don't have to annoy
I'll
her taking a
also
shower
try
while
that.
she's trying to sleep.
After this race and see how that
Yeah.
works out.
Okay. Okay, so it seems like MST was not aware that you couldn't leave the room if you fell down the pit,
Lol?
based on his ...
Okay, so there is a problem with the room.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't think he fully understands it yet, though, but yes, that room is a blatant violation of community standards in its current form. But
Oops.
apparently...
I would add a soft lock requirement to this room.
Oh,
It's either you're putting Spazer as the item to require.
he
to get
forgot
through
to
the room.
release an updated version.
Okay, so it's a
Oops.
bork room.
It's a borked room. There's supposed to be one more platform that lets you get out. Okay, so he is... okay, so he released... He just forgot to release the fixed
Is he
version.
aware that you can actually clear the jump with no upgrades?
Yes, that
Okay.
is intended even.
Okay.
It's supposed to be a red herring.
Okay, I can respect that.
Yeah, and there's supposed to be a way out of the pit. If you fall down, you can get out with no items.
Yeah.
If you check in the Bubble Deep thread, he's posted an image, and there's an extra platform that is not there in our copy of the room.
Lol.
Okay.
Dang it, I
See,
keep clicking this by accident, but it's because I'm trying to exit to do something.
This makes sense to me because the MSD is not one to make rooms like that. So.
Yeah, in fact, he's one of the most strident haters of those
Yeah.
rooms. He constantly complains about rooms being in the wrong areas or being tagged
No,
incorrectly, or just being bad in general.
That's look, being in the wrong area. That's nitpicking, and this is Enigma.
Yeah, I know.
We have rooms that don't even come close to being Metroidy. So
Yeah, true.
we can ignore that part. But he doesn't make trolley rooms like that. So I knew there's something wrong.
I mean, if you want rooms to fit in the areas, you play Infinite Mission.
Yep, looks like
Yep,
Orador finally
there's
joined
the
in here.
hotfix for it posted.
Yeah, we told him about it in the stream.
Okay, so I
Alright.
think that jump is fine. Knowing
I'd-
with the way to get out without respawning, then yes, there's a way. Then I think that jump is fine.
Okay.
I can
that's fair
respect
enough.
that.
It's fair enough.
Although,
Alright, looks
speaking
like
of
we're
that
just
thing
waiting
about
for
not
Skyhawk
fitting
then.
Metroid, so I assume that's not a rule of the tournament. So like the Snailiad rooms are fine for the tournament, right, Skyhawk?
Yeah.
Alright,
Are we-
yeah. So So rooms
Not truly.
that aren't part of the Metroid universe are fine, like based on other video game franchises.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
I think the standards is mostly we want to increase variety and we want it to not be just completely visually abhorrent. Like, I guess a Niccolo room would be an example.
Oh, everyone's ready?
Yep. But mostly we want to just weed out rooms that don't work so that we don't need to vet the seeds because every single room's already been vetted.
Yeah.
I also guess like rooms that are simultaneously boring and don't fit the areas would probably be excluded, like maybe Esgrunt's plain rooms, although I don't know if those are excluded.
Alright,
Okay.
here we
Guy's
go.
the one
Hopefully
who
this
just did Grunt's pack, so he would know.
All right, here we go.
All right, countdown V2.
Yeah.
5, 4,
Yep.
3, 2, 1, go.
Go. I think you're saying go at like a second too soon. That or my timer is just very desynced.
I think it is a little
Likely
bit
just
soon
desynced.
before the thing just hits 0 on the
Yeah, because there's -0 and then there's actual 0.
-0. What are you, some kind of calculus
Negative
student?
0.
0 when approached from the left. Yeah.
Well, this isn't where I was trying to go. And I can't go this way. Great.
Ow.
Yeah, so MSD forgot to push an update and that broke.
Cool.
And we all had a lot of fun because of it.
Love seeing rooms from recent authors. You love to see it.
Oh yeah, I think we're in the same room right now. This is a very interesting room. Can't say
This
I've
is
quite been in a room
interesting.
like it before. There is an item in here. What did I just miss?
Just a thin
I need missiles.
and a half.
Oh, it is definitely right there. Yep.
Okay, this is one of Grunt's rooms I'm not the biggest fan of because it has slopes that aren't real slopes. Like, you should have used invisible slopes here, I think.
It's not that bad.
It's
Oh,
not that
whatever.
bad, but it would be appreciated.
What the hell?
Damn it, ball.
Ah,
Oh, yep. We're in the same room again.
Huh. Well, that's a,
Stop following me.
There's only so many ways to go, and somehow we've ended up going the same way.
Well, yeah, so it's
Game,
not a
can I
surprise
have
that there are
a
a few
missile,
ways to
please?
go.
no.
yeah, I know, right?
In a way, that's a good thing because that implies there's a chance this could be competitive.
Guys, you remember the last seed where they gave us missiles immediately? Oh, those were the days.
And an E-tank, too.
Oh,
People
yes.
redeem nothing.
Dare
So
I
fun
forget.
fact, Heike, if you type !redeem -nothing, or actually, if someone just types !redeems, it'll show you things. And now we're gonna get 5 people spamming that in my chat, but
Really?
Wait a minute. I think I remember this stupid room.
Missiles?
What's this?
Anywhere? Please?
oh
Yeah,
boy,
so
it
ever
does
since
that,
installing
actually.
Windows 11, my frame rate in this game has been bad.
Yay!
You ever gonna give me missiles?
It seems to
have
be good in the
missiles.
stream,
You
though,
have
so that's
missiles?
fine.
I do not have missiles.
Dog.
We'll find missiles. A whole 5 of them.
So,
All 5 of them?
so I actually found out yesterday that
Oh boy.
I found out yesterday that alien hive mother brain room that caused bagel to DNF and that I thought should be tagged for TGIF is
Oh.
actually in Infinite Mission and not tagged for TGIF. But I guess
Okay.
I think it's the
Have to
hive,
remind you
hive
what it is.
queen. Do you think that should be tagged for TGIF or no, Tibbs?
No, I think Hive Queen I think is great. It's tough. It's tougher than normal, but I wouldn't say that
Get
it's
some items.
That bad.
you know, it's definitely not undoable, you know. Know what I'm
I
saying?
think Alien Hive is getting a few more items in Mew's next update.
Well, part of the reason he thought it should be tagged for TGIF was because he had so few, he had way fewer items than was intended at that time. You were able to still beat it with those amount of items, but he would have had to backtrack to get like Varia and Screw Attack to make it easier.
Yeah, I think that room is fine, personally. It's definitely a challenge.
Maybe not
but
for
if you-
race purposes, though.
Even for race purposes, because there's a safe spot in the fight, and if you just take your time, you analyze the fight, and you play carefully, it's really not that bad.
Or if you have enough stuff, you can just point blank spam it.
Yeah. Well, I think Mew's doing something so that you
You can't.
Yeah. Muse
There will
working.
always be a way to cheese those rooms.
Interesting.
The cheese I have for you.
Yeah, and
My
either way,
cheese
Alien Hive
homage.
is getting a few items, locations. There's still
And
gonna be
item
scares.
checks. That's also important.
Yeah.
She's making item checks.
We're talking about sidestepping that extremely funny time we had at the Hive last time.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yes.
I
Hope the
that's
item
not
is something
I'm
like
finding it.
royal jelly. That'd be funny.
That's gotta be there.
Yeah. I wish I could get that item. 'Cause, like,
Wait a minute.
I know it's there, and
I
it's
haven't
just
done them.
sitting there,
No.
taunting me.
Sorry, I
and
thought you
can't
heard me
get
say.
it.
I'll take this.
What?
What in the hell? Sorry, I thought you heard me say.
What the heck is this?
That's over there.
Oh boy. I do not have as many missiles as I would like to have for this room.
Sometimes it just be that way. Okay, so where's that stuff? Let's see where this
Although this is actually
Hey!
a really fun room. I just completely missed that item.
Oh, no, it's this place.
What?
Oh,
I think we're
What's
in
the
the
point
same
of
room
this?
right now too.
I wouldn't even be surprised. Are you in a very beautiful, if not slightly confusing
Joke?
room?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Well, I was, and now I'm in a new area. I won't say which one.
There we go.
I'm in a room in an area made by
I'm in
a person.
Detroit. Guys, help.
Are you becoming human?
Oh dear lord, this is here. Why?
Well, if I find an elevator, then we were in the same room.
Elevator to Detroit.
Why person whose username starts with the letter M?
Oh, hey, look, it's an elevator.
I see, I see.
I'm comfortable saying that because that could be a variety of people.
Yeah,
What?
I mean,
is-
statistically, it's
what is this
probably
room?
you, but
What is this garbage?
You'll just wait and see.
interesting.
Oh, I know this room. Hold on, I know what this one is.
This paints an odd
Yeah, I
picture.
knew it.
Of course, this is here. I can do this room, right? I think so.
Very weird picture. Let's go this way. That way as well. Get stuff up there.
Oh boy, this is a very time-consuming room.
Ooh, wait. Is that... This has...
I can't wait to get to the time-consuming room you're in.
This thing spawns entirely too often.
Oh.
Oh, my.
What the?
It's not a bad room at all.
Agree to disagree.
It just spawns entirely too often.
Yes, and it's also a bad room.
I wouldn't say so. I mean, you know, it's not small watch, but very few people are.
Regular sized watch. Grandfather clock.
I wonder why this room spawns as often as it does.
Size and shape.
Yeah, probably.
A lot of rooms that are very big and have multiple items and multiple doors. That's the key to making it spawn way too often.
Seemingly.
Hello.
Goodbye.
Although, and then there's Parlor, which almost never shows up. And actually, we have been starting to see Bubble Deep show up more recently.
Well,
which
in
is
all
kinda
fairness,
nice.
Bubble Deep did just like triple in size.
Oh wait, no, sorry, Bubble Mountain.
Oh,
Hey,
Bubble
guys.
Mountain.
What
I meant
about
Bubble Mountain? We're starting to see more again.
what about a
not Bubble
bubble
Deep.
deep dish pizza?
I could go for a
Still
pizza.
not much Parlor
Yeah.
though.
an item. I wasn't expecting to see that there.
Also, Amada, just now have I finished watching your fifth ever race VOD because it was so darn long.
Yeah, early Amada races were something else.
Well, there's a very specific reason your fifth race was that long.
Was that 8-minute tube
Hello.
room?
That was the 8-minute tube room one before the
Oh
shortcut.
God.
Yep, there used to be one where there was no shortcut, so you had to go through it multiple times. In that specific seed, you had to go through it a minimum of 2 times if you're lucky, and if you're bad, probably 3 times, which would be essentially 24 to 26 whole minutes
my.
of doing literally nothing.
Isn't that fun?
Yeah,
We like to have
There's
fun.
a reason I added the shortcut after that scene.
Oh, come on now.
Yeah, that was Meteor's first win, and I remember that because he was the one guy who went through it twice instead of 3 times.
Brilliant.
And that gave him an 8-minute advantage. Just because he happened to have Varia his first time through the room.
Nice.
So that was what happened, is most of us went through it and discovered we needed it wasn't just it was 8-minute tube room pre-shortcut into Leno's massive Metroid combat room that was heated.
Oh boy.
Yeah, without Varia, you basically needed like an insane amount of missiles, crystal core, all your tanks, and a prayer.
I
You
don't
can
think
make it-
cores exist. Were cores a thing yet?
Oh no!
Is the
I'm
prayer
talking about the
upgrade
last time
implemented
that
yet?
came up. I'm talking about the last time it came up.
Oh, damn.
The last
You
time
need-
it showed up,
a few of
where
us did it
it
with
created
enough,
a broken
missiles and
seed.
crystal.
Oh yeah,
that
that
was
one.
technically possible because the 8-minute tube room became the first ever crystal core check.
It wasn't supposed to be.
Hey, Kiba, if you're still here, can you go take a look at purple and, you know, do me a solid there?
God, I need to bother more people into being YouTube moderators.
Are you dealing with robots again?
Yeah. Yeah.
Robots
Oh.
in disguise.
Well, they're pretty blatant about it. Alright, so far I'm finding more E-tanks than cores, so that's adorable.
Finding more everything than everything.
Oh my god, Heike renamed the smaller one to be 8-second tube room.
Is it?
Since I-
Right now, instead of such Leno tiny room.
Yeah, well, because 8-minute tube room was originally called Such Leno Very Room until relatively recently.
I still
I
had
figured-
the old version show up in one race.
Yeah. Me renaming it was a very recent thing.
But
Like
why?
only a couple. Like I think it was my most recent pack updates when I renamed it.
Alright, go try this, see what this takes me to.
I do not have that item.
Let's go over here.
Oh, that's.
Or Max, maybe you could do the honors if Kiba's not around.
I do not have that item.
Oh, pretty. Pretty room.
So I actually had a bit of a discussion, well actually multiple people did in the room design area about fade outs
hell?
in rooms, because one guy thought they were overused, and I was saying I think they just look nicer most of the time. But then there's some people that can make it look nice without the fade out, but it's hard to do. Like specifically, Vacant Shade comes to mind as to someone who doesn't do fade out much, but makes
there
it
we
look
go,
good
finally.
anyways.
Mhm.
I also heard a pretty good point that fade out looks generally better in natural rooms, while like it's not as necessary in mechanical rooms. Does that sound about right, Tips?
That makes sense.
What do you say? Fade out? What does that mean?
Like when it fades to black in like the foreground, or
Um,
at least to a darker color scheme.
Are we talking about like transitioning between rooms?
No, within a room, like the front tile that you're walking on is the brightest, and then as it goes further,
Generally,
further
that's
down,
the
it
way
gets
to go. Yeah, because you trick the eye into thinking that stuff in the foreground is well lit.
Mhm.
That's there's actually a kind of a related art technique where if you darken something, you make it bluish tinted, and then if you lighten something, you make it yellowish tinted to kind of replicate the notion of artificial sodium light. We're just used to associating blue with dark and yellow with light.
Although there are some rooms without fade out that still look good and that you.
Oh sure, there's always
Included,
exceptions,
but
but
they're
you know,
harder to
general
do.
rules of thumb.
I think Vacant Shade makes it work pretty well.
Vacant
Without
Shade
fade
makes
out.
some damn good rooms, I must say.
He makes a damn good game.
Well, yeah, okay. I mean, we all agree on that. I'm just noticing that, like, that my acceptance rate of his rooms in my private pack is much higher than typical people, so...
And yeah,
That's
I'm pretty
always
sure
nice.
only 4 rooms total were not included in the private version of the pack.
Yeah, and I don't think it was because... I don't recall, because I looked at them one time, and then either chose or, you know, didn't include them, but I'm
I
pretty
think
sure
a
it
few
was...
of them had like a monochrome Game Boy palette, and some of them were hidden too well, and that was probably it.
Yeah, you're right. Like, I just wasn't digging one of his
And then one
palette
of them is
choices.
just also one of them is just Parlor from Super Metroid, so that makes sense to exclude.
I should give that a go again.
I mean, it's not like Parlor generates anyways, unfortunately.
That's true. I wish it showed up more.
I turned it into a custom area to make it show up more.
It showed up in a couple. I've had my red parlor has showed up at least once.
Has your blue Parlor ever showed up?
I don't think so.
In a... What about the Snailiad version of Parlor that's based on Snail Town?
I think that did show up.
Hey,
once.
Flozax. How do you do?
Are you kidding
There's
me?
also a Lugs version, and there's some Lucina Nolaran versions, and some Autumn Mood versions.
Okay, there's something here that I
Man,
gotta
way
go
too many
find.
people have been using that layout.
It's almost like it's a really good layout. Okay, I'm
It's
sorry.
almost
What
like
am I
it's a
doing?
layout
here?
that never shows up ever, unless you force it to. The only room
Lookers,
that
hey.
can show up is almost a Parlor
Thank
by
you.
Obi-Wan, because it's like a portion of it.
What? This is twice in tonight's stream. Once for the last room, once for this one, where prior room knowledge that I didn't have before racing with you people actually came to my advantage, or rather, prevented me from making an ass of myself. I think is more appropriate.
Oh no.
Maybe this is what it expects out of me.
What the
Interesting.
heck does this seed want me to do?
I think I know, and it's evil.
I have not been this confused in a while.
It wants you to
Well,
give
that's
yourself
good
a
sign for
paper
me,
cut
because
between
I
the
think
webbing
that's
of
a
your
chance I
fingers.
could beat you. I mean, I forgot to turn on hard mode this time.
I mean, that's probably a good thing.
Yeah.
You can get. I would get rid of TGIF on the 8-second tube room. 'Cause at the end
Thank
of the
God
day,
I
it's not
fart.
actually TGIF. It's just funny.
Just like Gordor's best TGIF room. Although you could argue that is TGIF because if you use Best Beam, it forces you to go backwards a bit. But maybe TGIF Junior. Although obviously Gordor won't use TGIF Junior because he hates it.
He does? I didn't even know that.
He thinks the old tag was fine and that any of the new variants of TGIF like TGIF or
Cool
TGIF
emoji,
Junior are
Flozax.
stupid and that no one should use them.
I like it. Anyway, I'm
think
leaving this place
I
'cause
think
it's smelly.
MST has kind of the same stance.
Yeah.
And then when I
Meanwhile,
asked him, what about the troll tag? Should that exist? His response was, I don't think people should be making troll rooms.
That's not answering the question.
That's not incorrect.
Alright, I think that gives me enough to know that Gorodor is allowed to be wrong. I'd call him out for his choice of beam, but also wave beam kinda is pretty good, so...
Yeah, wave beam. I like wave beam a lot.
Wave beam, good beam.
That's something I
Being
didn't like
wrong
about the original
TGIF
game.
Junior not exist and not shouldn't exist, or about that room being tagged for best TGIF room being tagged for TGIF.
I really was not a fan in the original game of how you had to give up wave beam in order to get ice beam to get out.
It's nice how in
So
at
glad they
least
stacked it
Zebeth,
in every
they
other
make
game.
it so that you can switch between the two. You can't have both at the same time, but you can switch between the two.
That's something at least, but I like how ROM hacks have figured out how to just integrate the both of them.
One thing I also like is that a lot of, well, actually not a lot of, but a few SM ROM hacks have made it so that you can use Plasma and Spazer at the same time.
I forgot that
do
those are
love-
exclusive in Super.
Yeah, I do love hacks that do that in Super. I say as if I've played any of them.
Have you
In principle, you would love it. That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
pretty much every Zero Mission ROM hack that's
Jesus.
a recreation of
Excuse
Super
me,
Metroid
Willie.
does that too.
Thank you. Cat's doing the thing where he stands in front of my
Because
screen.
they've already stacked in Zero Mission. Well, actually, no, Spazer
Meta
didn't
hazard.
exist in Zero Mission, so
No,
it had
don't
to
come
be
back.
hacked in.
Fair enough.
I don't know how they got Spazer to work in Zero Mission. That I'm quite surprised. Like, I can kind of get them porting fusion bosses over, but like Spazer,
I mean, it can't be that hard to program. You just make it add more shots.
More shots,
well, I
everyone.
think they took some of the code from Wide Beam in Fusion and ported it over to Zero Mission somehow.
That sounds about right.
Cat, for the love of God, can you go do something else somewhere else?
Meow.
No, your cat must be right there right now.
Okay, he's optimizing the stupid. He's found a way to stand across both
Oh,
my
hi,
game
I'll
and
take
my
you.
chat. And he's coming back. He's coming back for more.
That is a certified cat moment.
Bro,
right
what do you
there.
want from me? You already ate. You already ate. What is it?
Gotta pet the cat.
I can't make this jump if I can't see it because his tail's in the way.
Certified cat moment.
Seriously. Cat, go ride a bike.
Do that.
Whatever the cat equivalent is of that.
Go zoomies around the house for 3 hours.
Yeah, that'd be funny. Actually, I have him locked in here because he didn't finish his dinner, so that's on me.
I suppose.
What?
What?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm getting some
Huh?
what right now,
Oh.
too.
What in tarnation?
No, I gotta
Okay,
do, you gotta do it
I've-
Fiji style.
How in the hell?
There is no way this is not the room I was just in. It is. Well, I can get rid of the map marker.
I do not like what the game expects me to do.
I don't understand what the game expects me to do.
Game
I
expects you to
actually
suffer.
double checked recently, and I was able to determine how many, which Mechlor rooms are in Infinite Mission. So 99% of them are just Mech Prime, and then there's one singular Mech Garden room in Infinite Mission. I think it's Mech Garden Dugout.
That's what it is. Man, this is me forgetting to use the cool-ass map marker option to remind myself.
I mean,
Yes.
I
Dum-dum.
don't think Mech Garden Dugout is a bad room, and I'd recommend keeping it. I'm just curious why you included it specifically and none of the other Mech Garden rooms.
There was only one. I can't remember all your questions, man. There was only one
I know,
Mechlord
I'll probably show
Mechlor
it to
area
you
that I
later to
actually
see if
liked
you-
aesthetically. Okay, that did nothing for me. Great.
Yeah, maybe I'll show it to you to see what you like about compared to the
What
rest
I
of
like
Mech
about
Garden, or
Mechlor?
if you want to remove it, because
He
you
really knows
removed
how to
Ballroom recently.
Yeah, because you pointed it out to me, and then I got to thinking, I don't actually like this that much. Like the principle of it having a different solution is neat.
Ugly, and also like they're multiple variants of the same room.
They're a little simplified, which I'm okay with, but
Where the heck is this item?
what the hell?
Place?
Wondering myself.
When I first played Infinite Mission, they definitely felt the most out of place.
I like that it's multiple variations on a solution, but they're for their simplicity in design, or rather the simplicity in aesthetics, they're also a little too simplistic in design. Remember that one Turian room that was nothing but pipes with no background and Metroid, and you're like, why'd you include this? Because I thought at least the shape of the room was interesting, but the ballrooms are just rectangles.
Give it room. I'll go this way first. And I'll take a thing, and I'll be happy about it. Yeah.
Oh, no.
Okay, well, I know the item has to be around here somewhere.
You guys having trouble finding items?
There
You know,
is a screen
whenever
that says it has
Catalyst
an item.
releases his pack, I'm very curious how many Catalyst rooms will get into Infinite Mission. Probably a lot.
Who is this and what are they?
Okay.
Catalyst.
Well, nothing can stay there, I suppose.
Catalyst.
Where the heck is this item? I have...
One of the
Oh my
rooms
God,
in Infinite
I
Mission
shot
is
that,
actually
like,
a Jack
7
Lavin
times.
room called
I know,
Stolen
right?
from
Find it?
Catalyst because it mimics Catalyst's aesthetic.
Man, you understand the
got
lore
into
of my
Infinite
pack
Mission.
way more than I do. I don't have all this background information. You can really remember my rooms really nicely. I just can't do it.
I'm just good at memorizing weird things. I don't
Yes,
know why.
Chad,
I guess that's my weird skill.
Can I make that jump? I can.
I feel like I know exactly where you are.
Oh
did the
Lord,
exact
MST,
same
what the
thing I
hell is
just
this?
did. Yep, I know where
I
you are.
think we might be in
Have
the
fun.
same room right now.
Okay, that's not that bad.
I wonder if something tells me either you're gonna be way ahead of me, Amada, or we're gonna finish like right next to each other.
There's still a lot of seed left.
There is a lot of seed left.
Says the bird to the other bird.
Yeah, I haven't even beaten a single boss.
Bird is the word.
No,
Indeed.
it hasn't been the word since the 60s, and I don't want to be in the word again.
This.
Wait,
So.
Bird is the worst.
this the version that wastes my time, or is this the real version?
I messed that up.
Although that is one of the earliest troll songs. That's something I totally appreciate.
Dang it.
Dang it, this is the one that
Oh,
wasted my
I
time.
missed it!
You were in the same room.
Oh, I missed this last time. Of course I
We
can't
are in the same room.
solve this puzzle.
Koopa,
so...
how is it a second seed and we're still in the same place?
Okay, so I can't go down that way yet, I guess.
My, this
I guess
is
it's
quite a
I'm
few
just getting
eggs.
better at the game.
My oh
know,
my,
right?
this is quite the American
Or
pie.
you're doing poorly, one or the other.
I did get very lost at the beginning of this seed.
I'm still lost.
I don't think I've ever really been that lost. I've just been exploring. I always knew there was some direction I could go.
What the heck is
this.
this?
I can do this. I'm gonna do
I
this.
love this bagel.
You're still in the
Says
same
the
room
pigeon
as
to
me,
the other
Amada.
pigeon.
Koopa, go find your own path. This is my path.
What the
Go get your
balls?
own.
Thankfully, the next room I'm going into is a hub room.
I can't do
Hubba hubba.
And
Yeah, it's almost like we're going to the same places
Alright,
again.
I'm gonna burn some time at least checking this one room out, because I
Wait a
cannot
No, I
believe
want
it.
that.
Can't? Well, screw you too, room.
Imp Boy, I'll only respond to you in voice. I'm not gonna type in there. If you're listening, Imp Boy, and I know you aren't, we had some confusion over the pathing in a room that turned out to be not broken slash broken slash not broken slash broken. But by that time, we'd already concluded we might as well start again.
Oh,
What's gonna...
although me and Mamada are still gonna beat it afterwards.
Yeah, I very much enjoy
Gross.
that.
What are you
100%
talking
actually.
about?
To see that was broken.
TMI, dude.
Sorry.
No, I meant me and Amada are gonna beat it afterwards.
Oh my
No.
god.
Okay, I'm not doing this.
You... Tibbs, you are lucky that some very specific members of my community are not in my chat right now.
No, I think you're lucky.
You have a point.
Now, who... I don't know what you're talking about. I was
yeah,
referring
actually,
to,
I can
obviously,
see
Michael
how that could
Jackson's
be.
Beat It.
Oh my god.
Oh no. That's not what I meant. That is not what I meant.
No one wants to
we
be
are-
defeated, Koopa.
My entire chat right now is very lucky Chaos is not in chat unless Chaos is in chat.
Chaos is probably beating it.
Wait, what?
I wouldn't
I
even be
meant
surprised.
beat the seed.
I wouldn't even be surprised.
God, what the hell?
Are you kidding me? Did I just do... I did not just do that to myself in a heated room.
Unless you,
Heated
no, I mean, you already said you're going to, Amada.
Yeah, I do intend on completing that seed.
Okay.
That's-
What am I doing here?
I can't get that.
Okay.
Okay, fair enough, Shay. I should have noticed that was you. It's the same profile picture. Look, my YouTube dashboard's really small. I gotta probably rethink my layout now that I'm kind of shifting to primarily YouTube. Oh god, why is this taking 8 years to look? Heroes.
8-year room.
This is here again.
Koopa, go find your own path. Let me have one
Why?
original thought this scene.
That's
To be fair, this is a hub room.
This is a hub room. Alright, heroes, you are going to want to sleep with one eye open after this bunch of seeds.
Oh, calm down, James Hetfield.
So are you, Amada, for putting bomb blocks there?
Wait, what? Where did I put bomb blocks?
Yeah,
Okay,
place.
good. You're not following me.
That or I'm a few seconds behind you. Or I went to a different room.
Bastard bug.
It actually expects me to go through this.
I think we've gone off different directions in this room.
I hate myself for doing this.
I cannot believe that I actually landed that.
Aww. Is this really? Is there a trick here?
Side note, I'm about to pick up E-Tank number 7.
That's about right. I'm at 6, so I expect it.
Alright, I'll let you out.
No.
What a good boy, you finished all your
Well, you see, now the thing is, now that you've opened the door, the cat doesn't want out.
Accurate.
That's how that works, right?
That always works that way. Yeah.
That's how my cats work. Is they want in, and then I open the door, and then they don't want in.
He is not allowed to leave until he finishes his food, because the other cat is a food vacuum, and she'll just eat all of his food, and then he'll be left with nothing.
Ah, I had to do that with my previous cat.
About a year and a half ago, he
I can see
his appetite dropped from like voracious, like always, to close to nothing. I thought he got sick a little bit, but it just only recently started to recover.
Huh.
I have a feeling I might be
He's
hell
old.
running this whole seed, to be honest.
It's hard to tell, but he is old.
Starting
This
to wonder
is-
myself. Wait a second.
Either Vari's in an incredibly obvious spot I missed, or it's behind some really bad hazard runs.
There's E-Tank number 7.
Winter, stop following me.
I don't think I have that ability, sorry.
With me slash
not in the
us at
cards.
this rate.
Oh, that's there.
Because I think I'm just as stuck as everybody else is currently on this seed.
Oh, why?
Dang it, Hero Fire, why did you do that?
Dang it, Hero. Dang it, Junichiro.
You're mad at both heroes right now.
Yep.
What is this crap-ass room?
What are you doing here?
I find myself saying this, like, often.
Oh wait, I have... What am I doing? High jump.
You're saying it because it's entertaining.
Where the heck am I going?
Yeah.
That is a disgusting jump.
I appreciate your positivity, Koopa.
Ah, okay, that...
To
You
be
know
honest,
what?
that's kind of part
You're
of
under
why
arrest.
I watch a lot of your VODs. It's funny seeing you get mad at bad rooms.
Jesus, I'm glad somebody appreciates it. Here I am giving myself an aneurysm.
Yeah, I don't really get mad at rooms. It's more of a performative upset than actually a genuine upset.
No, I can't. I can't do performative.
Dang it, me. Okay, so I know which way you went, Koopa. You went over here, and I went the other way, which is why I did not find those bomb blocks immediately.
Amada Yetli.
Oh, do you not have the bombs to get those bomb blocks?
No, I do not.
Bill,
Imagine not having bomb blocks. You just
I-
needed to go the way that I went.
Brug, I'm imagining not having bombs. That's me
Merle's
every day.
just said.
Just find the room with bombs. It's that easy.
Yeah,
I mean, if that implies what I think he's implying, then I would have found it in about 7 seconds anyways, but...
Imagine not finding it in 7
if you
seconds.
need to find bombs, what you do is you go to TSA, all right, and you tell them I need bomb.
Yeah, see?
That usually works. It usually gets you somewhere.
Is this what I'm missing?
Oh, that's a good one.
It's just
That,
this again.
for some reason, that reminds me of this dumb short. I saw one a YouTube short I saw one time that was like, how to get yourself a tank. You go to your local restaurant. You say to the manager,
dick is
to
it?
the
Oh, I get
employee
it.
at the front desk, I want a tank, and they say, sir, we don't have a tank here. And you say the customer is always right, and then there you go. You can do whatever you want with your new tank.
How to meet a friendly new police officer.
It was such a dumb video that made no sense.
Hi, Willie.
Okay, I think Koopa
Thank you.
definitely went this way.
Says Mario to Luigi.
Mamma mia! That is not the item I was expecting.
All
to
right, here
find,
are all
but
the
I'll
E-tanks
take
you were talking about. God,
I know where you are right now,
I'm on E.
which means I also think I'm gonna beat you when it comes to certain something.
That's this.
Who are you talking to?
Amada.
Wait a minute.
God,
what's in
I might
here?
actually run out of health here. Oh wait, what am I doing? I have crystal core.
Imagine running out of
What
health.
is this crap? Wait a minute.
Wait, do I have crystal core, or was that the other seed?
Oh, I get it.
Do you have one boss down?
Refuse to answer.
I'm ahead
This
of
is
you.
this is cruel.
I know something cruel is going on to me because I
What? Oh,
currently
Dang it,
stuck,
Bobby. This is
and I
cruel.
can't figure out where the heck my progression is.
Is that the only thing in here? Great, cool. Cool story,
I
everyone.
really need to. Yeah, that's true. That's what Slider said is the actual quote there. Is the customer is always
guess I
right
didn't
in
know.
matters of
I
taste.
could need this.
Can I actually go this way?
Well, time to leave this area. There could be more, but I'm
Yeah,
not going to search
yeah,
for
it is one of the most misinterpreted mantras of all time.
Yeah.
Customer's always a
Oh,
right prick.
Yeah, there it is. I figured that had to be nearby. But yeah, that originally meant if the customer wants to buy something, you know, outrageous, they're still giving you money, so don't stop them.
I thought it was the
That's
opposite. I thought
different
if they turn down something that you're recommending to them, don't press them on it.
But for some, this joke video twisted that to like, if you ask for a tank at any store, period, they have to give it to you.
Yeah. So sometimes it's nice to just have a little more silly. In
All right,
your
I think I understand your story a little bit better now.
It's by a channel named Ryan George. It's very funny. I'd recommend it. Any of you guys know of him? He also does the pitch meetings.
Are these also tank related?
He's also Canadian. He lives in Montreal, like Sky.
Somebody asked.
Wow, imagine being Canadian.
That's what I'm missing. I'm gonna be mad.
Imagine being Canadian.
Ethnically Canadian.
So,
That's true.
a quarter of the people in this race are Canadian.
Is that a quarter or a third? I think it's a third, I think.
Samus, jump.
I don't know how to do math, though. Also, I don't know if someone else is secretly Canadian.
I don't know if someone else knows how to do math. This scares me.
I certainly don't know how to do math.
Hold on. Oh, I see. That's a
Is that
floor.
everything around here? No, I need to check that later.
A lot of people are certainly threatening to be Canadian after today, but that's
This
all I'll say
happens.
about
This is
that.
regular.
That's a good way to
Regular
put it.
occurrence.
I think I'm gonna keep
What?
that phrasing of that for later.
The F?
Threatening to become Canadian.
Yeah, I'm keeping that wording.
I'm already partway there.
I have to check this because if I don't check it, it's gonna be a core.
Oh right, yeah.
Yeah,
that's true.
exactly.
You're from
That's
Automatic. I
the
don't check
pain
it.
that we're setting ourselves up
Yeah.
for. If I don't check this, it could come back and bite me in the ass.
Wait a minute, do I have? I did it again.
Um,
I am the actual
What the
worst at core percent. This is the third
Played with
time
your
in the
heart.
past couple races where I have picked up capacitor and then just completely forgotten that I picked up capacitor.
Wow, that just spoiled a lot of stuff then.
God.
What did I have capacitor?
Yep.
No, I don't remember where I picked it up. So
Bob's capacitor store,
I'll tell
but
you
doy.
did something else then.
I see.
Yep.
What the hell?
You see, normally I'm a little more on top of things, but today I'm kind of just.
Oh, you slipped up. You went political and you slipped up. I caught you.
Not even. I'm just completely zoned out today. Like I zoned out 3 days ago and I still haven't zoned back in.
What the hell?
Side note, E-Tank number 9.
What is this room?
I think I know where you are right now.
Yeah, E-Tank number 9.
Yeah.
Where's this?
I'm a little curious where my last E-Tank is, because I kind of want it.
Wait a second.
Well,
Don't trust this.
This was
I'm
health
glad
percent.
certain Thy Lord Root is not in my chat right now. No offense, Root.
Is that what it is?
I just don't get it.
The only other place I can think of?
Don't get what the secret is here.
That's kind of what's kicking my butt currently, is that I'm missing a secret.
I'm in a room that very clearly has something else going on, but I just cannot uncover it.
Yeah.
All I need to find is an,
Oh, that's painful.
This is another case where I really wish Wave Beam would reveal bomb blocks and not rely upon missiles to do that. It's so cruel. Brutal.
Oh, why do I have a feeling I know exactly what
Something
I've just
sensor core?
missed, and now I'm mad. I don't even have sensor core.
Imagine not having sensor core.
No,
I
I'm
imagine
also
it every
very
race,
far
and then I
behind
cry.
now,
Is it?
so-
okay, I'm not sure if I trust this room fully still.
Oh no, I'd summon Root. Oh no, an extra viewer.
I don't... There's something here and I just can't... I can't tease it out.
I have a feeling you're in a very specific room in Norfair right now.
Yeah, you're right. You'd be right.
If you're in the room I think you're in, I spent a goddamn eternity in that room as well.
I can see why.
All I'm trying to find is the elevator to Brinstar.
I'm leaving. This is just a room full of ass.
Oh wait, or I guess the elevator to Kraid, because I don't think Brinstar exists.
Well, between
Yeah, no,
Brinstar and
doesn't
Kraid,
exist.
one of
I
them
just
doesn't.
realized Brinstar does not exist.
This room, isn't it?
You still want to know the elevator to Brinstar? Or?
Kraid.
No, not this room. What the hell then? The heck am I supposed to be going here?
It's the motto of the race streams. Oh, alright, sure.
What? Me?
No, I said the motto of the race
Oh.
streams. I had to back up in my memory to
that's
figure out
right,
what
it
was
is.
happening.
Can I even-
Oh, this is a nice room.
I think.
Huh? Where is it?
I always like it when they do something like this.
Yeah, that's me. I'm
This
the
should be
motto.
direction. I think I found a way. Alright, wasn't lost for long.
way.
I might
Maybe
be able to
wondering
beat
how
him.
I got here.
Yeah, I can't even go that way.
Oh, that's... Wow, I was like 1 pixel away from activating that crumble block. I keep forgetting, I keep shooting at walls like, oh, is there a secret here? Forgetting I have sensor core equipped.
Sweet, delicious crumply. Yaw! Sensor core, I wish. Sensor core, my beloved.
Ah!
Imagine not having sensor core.
I do. Like I said, frequently. I very much imagine it.
Ow.
There's so many untrustworthy rooms in this area. Last seed was better even if it was broken.
This is definitely an interesting seed too.
This is an interesting seed, but I preferred the last one.
Dang it.
Same.
Heroes.
The last one I was actually kind of enjoying myself.
It's just...
Yeah, the last seed was such a legendary landing site. We gotta try and force that again. I mean, I say that as if I'm not about to release like 90 landing sites like that.
What was so
but-
special? I don't remember what the deal was with the landing site in the last one already. Oh yeah, they're in the starting items, right?
Yeah. Side
You
note,
see,
I
that
just found
forces all the starting items before you
Crying
can go
out
anywhere.
loud, really?
Is that everything over here? Yes, it is. Side note, health percent achieved.
Aw.
Oh right, yeah, I forgot
100%
this was
achieved.
core percent. I completely forgot about that.
Yeah, by the way, this is core percent.
I did not.
I'm only at 4 cores right now.
I have found cores that are inaccessible to me.
But that does make me realize that I maybe have not explored all of criteria that I need to.
Oh, right, map scanners are a thing.
Oh, dog. Don't do me like this.
For once, I do need to pick Q up, but I'm not going to use you.
I know exactly which core you just picked up.
Something tells me you've already picked it up.
Discount on
Congratulations.
Amazon Prime material core. Alright, please work for me.
Those were 2 absolutely inven-tier map scans right there.
Really? Gonna puke. Out of sheer anger.
What? Okay. Thank you, spectacular hitboxes in this room. I gotta go get that.
Oh my god.
Okay, so that
Oh my
is a
God.
dead end. Don't need to worry about secrets there.
Imagine something being a dead end.
Ooh.
I do imagine that.
So I know that you don't include any dead ends in Infinite Mission that have nothing in them. There has to be either respawning
technically
bugs
there's
or
one.
a minor item.
Okay, thank you. Holy shit. Yeah,
And I
there's
kind of agree with that policy because I really hate the dead ends that are like wrong way or like noted or like.
I don't know how I was supposed to get that. That was brutal. So
Like absolute tragedy, like those rooms kind of suck.
I think there was one room that technically is nothing, just because I liked it so much. I think it was a Turnova room that's just there for the aesthetics.
I think is it the one called Just a Nice View?
Yeah, I
think
think
that's
so.
an item though.
Oh, it does now. That's right. It didn't before.
Well, now that's extra reason to include it then.
Well, I think I did include it.
Okay.
I think I can technically cheese this now,
Technical cheese.
but also I don't
Those
need
with
to.
fake cheese.
I'll just check this room out while I'm here.
This room? Right.
Poopy wiener room. That's how it makes me feel. Oh, come on now.
Maybe this elevator isn't where I think it is.
Why? They conspire to always hurt me.
Oh, okay.
I will be honest, I was actually trying to introduce planets to my dad yesterday, but he actually quit because one of the bug rooms showed up
My
so early
dad.
on, so I just played it instead.
So
Happened.
that's here.
Can't get away from this one. This room would be the bane of my psyche.
All right, let's see what
Don't-
this is.
That's
Knock this shit off, please.
something I can't do.
Interesting.
Um,
I'm going to entertain this possibility.
Me too. Pretending that we're talking about the same possibility, of course.
We almost certainly are not.
This one first, before the other one.
I don't need that.
Well, if you guys want to know how far behind I am currently, I still don't have Morph Ball.
Pain.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Oof.
I feel you. I just recently got bombed, and boy, oh boy, that was an annoying thing to do. Sensor core!
And I honestly feel like I've been in every single room I can possibly go to currently, 3 times over. So I'm kind
Oh,
of getting a little aggravated here.
oh my sexy stars, sensor core, thank you.
Oh,
The
dang
rest of
it.
the rays don't matter. Sexy core, I got
Alright,
sexy
yeah,
core.
this is-
Sensor core, sexy core.
Is sexy core to me, yeah.
Oh my goodness, my theory was correct. Oh jeez.
Oh jeez, oh man.
Well, pretending for a second that we were talking about the same thing earlier is interesting.
Sure, I'll take it.
I never said what I was talking about.
Exactly. Hence why I
Unless
also
you
said
heard my music and were able to guess, in which...
I actually did not. I am purely pretending at the moment. Oh boy.
Okay, good. I like to think that I've been trying not to spoil
Oh,
things
okay.
this race.
Yeah, you've been.
What is this?
I mean, other than bombs.
You're saying something about author named M, although, you know, it's limited information, honestly.
This too?
But even
Garbage
then,
room,
that didn't really change
garbage
anything.
room.
'Cause
Yeah, not really.
I kind of just.
Why am I
did the
doing
same
this
thing.
to myself?
It gave me information, but it was information that didn't actually change anything.
What?
Us being in the same room and having the same items is not really spoiler information.
It
Especially
can
when I
be.
never say what those things are and no one else,
It can
most
be.
likely no one else is in the same place.
Oh, why would you dodge that, you stupid a-hole?
Sometimes the information isn't in what is said as much as when it's said.
You remember that example I
For example,
gave
if
last
you say two
stream?
things too close together, then I can infer that those two things are geographically on the map
You
close together.
recall that tedious example, that logic puzzle I gave, where two mathematicians ask each other, is your number half or double of mine? Each of them in turn respond, I don't know, and then one of them says, I know your number. Like, even what sounds like nonsense, non-information can wind up being information.
Mhm.
Oh, I stumbled across a really interesting puzzle earlier today. It went something like,
What is this?
you have 100 kilograms worth of watermelons that are 99% water. At the end of your transport trip, they are 98% water. How much do the watermelons weigh now?
Yeah, that's a lot more math than I feel like doing.
Start with 100, you end with something, and they went from 99% water to 98% water. Intuitively, what might the answer be?
I'm gonna be real, I'm too busy focusing on planets to even attempt to do math right now.
Don't do math.
Don't do math, kids.
The trick is supposed to be, if you start with 100 kilograms, well, actually, that's a separate story. If you got 100 kilograms of watermelons and they went from 99% water content to 98%, most people say, oh yeah, they don't weigh that much less, but in fact, they have lost half of their mass. If you actually work that out. So it's essentially a trick question that if you're not careful thinking about it, you'll come to what might seem like a physically reasonable answer, like how are you going to lose 50 kilograms of watermelon mass just on a train ride? Like, that's 50 kilograms of water. Where's that all going? But that's the answer.
I think the answer is I ate half the watermelons.
That's actually not a bad answer, come to think of it. That's plausible. So there's a guy on my Discord who's infamous for being a bit, dull. Everybody who joined the chat, I tried posing that riddle as a challenge to them. And, most people struggle with it. But he came in, and one of the other guys was like, hey, if you guess this right, I'll give you my house. The guy goes, I don't know, 50 kilograms? And there's just, like, a dead silence of horror around us. Like, all right, bud, you're going to need to DM him your address so he can send you his deed and his keys.
That is kind of hilarious.
I could try this room
Hopefully
again.
homes aren't too expensive in that area, otherwise,
No, they're
oh
not.
boy.
He's in, like, central northern Minnesota. It's really not that expensive. Kind of in the middle
That
of
does
nowhere.
sound like it's the middle of nowhere to
Yeah.
me who has absolutely zero clue about anything with United States geography.
It's pretty
There's
much like a
technically
lot of
cheap
forest
houses
land.
in Canada too, in the middle of nowhere.
Oh yeah,
Just-
well,
just not where I live.
Cheap houses in Canada. You're talking
I'm
what?
talking about
Northwest
like in the
Territories?
middle of the middle of the
Yeah, right. Way
frigid-
up there, way up
frigid tundra where no one lives.
Yeah. Northwest Territories.
an Eskimo.
Actually, no, Northwest Territories, the housing is cheap, but then everything costs, like, infinite money to import, so...
Infinite mission.
Same with Alaska, especially northern Alaska.
Dude, this sucks and I'm not staying here.
Yeah. Well, in all fairness, northern Alaska is quite literally northern Alaska, so...
Good luck there. Oh yeah, right. I did have another story for Don't Do Math. I was taking I think it was a geology final, and one of the questions was to do with radioactive decay. They presented you with a chart, and the idea is that this isn't supposed to be like a class for big thinkers. You're supposed to remember what radioactive decay is and read off the chart. But I re-derived the formula and then realized that the chart is technically not possible. And I went up to the professor, I'm like, look, I undid the logarithm and I get this. And his response to me was, don't do math. I beg your pardon?
Do drugs, don't do math.
That class was referred to as rocks for jocks.
Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, I might actually remove this room from my SR388 customary just because it just what's ground and what isn't is kind of hard to tell, and also it hurts my eyes.
Fair enough.
And now
Oh,
that
yeah.
becomes a room title.
Right. I just kind of said the answer, but I didn't say why. If you start with 100 kilograms and 99% of it is water, that means that 1% is not water. That's 1 kilogram of, like, let's say flesh or rind. And if you end with 98% water, that must mean that 1 kilogram of flesh, which doesn't change mass, has to be 2% of the total mass. So the only way that's possible is if they actually are 50 kilograms now.
That
So
actually makes a lot of sense.
yeah, it's a kind of meant to be a little bit of a tricky truth.
Yeah. That is definitely a trick question.
Yeah,
I don't think
it's meant
anybody gets that
to
right
trick
the first
people
try,
who are
'cause it
generally
sounds-
pretty good at math.
It sounds so obvious, but
But I think you're right. Like, a realistic explanation for this is you just ate the watermelons. What is this stupid room? Beautiful.
I mean, it depends. Who are we? Because if we're working with me, then I definitely ate the watermelon.
Ate
But
50 kilograms of watermelon on a train ride. You're gonna be pissing like a racehorse. You know that.
maybe it was maybe it was one of those like European halfway across the continent overnight train
Well,
rides.
they said that the question was presented as an entrance exam question to Indian students. I'm like, oh, there it is. Yeah, 100 kilograms of watermelon on a train. This is India. Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Some of the
that's
students
luck.
here might have actually done that run.
I
It's like
know
desert,
where you are
like
right
desert
now.
bus, but for watermelon.
Stop following me, Amada.
I would have just left this.
There.
Oh, and there was
It's
nothing
down there.
back here.
I'm gonna be mad. It might be down here.
Yeah, stop following me, Amada. And also stop being behind me. You're supposed to be better than me.
Look,
Oh,
I've been
okay.
in a lot of places this seed. Are you kidding
Well,
me? I
actually,
just got
technically, you could be ahead of me in terms of cores in it.
I just got fiendsied by wave beam.
How?
God, half the people in this call probably don't even know what that means.
Fiendzy? I know Fiendzy's a user.
Yeah.
I don't know the
You mean
specific
I think
reference.
Lost like an hour in a race
Well,
because
actually,
there was
the worst Fiendzy rooms are technically made by his brother.
Yeah.
The one that gives you the middle finger.
Fonzie?
Cusco.
Fiendzy's brother Fonzie.
But yeah, what happened in one race, there was a 1x1 block you had to hit to open some chain blocks.
Pew.
And what happened to Fiend is he had his wave beam just go around the block, and he thought it was a solid wall, and he left, and he lost like an hour to that.
Oh, yeah, I can see that. Do I dare go back? Yeah.
I'm at the point where I'm considering taking a DNF.
Mm-hmm.
Because I just cannot find where the heck Morphball is.
I don't even remember where I found it.
I don't even remember where Morph is anymore.
Yeah, I just remember being very happy when I finally did find it.
How does temple item secret work? Is that
Honestly,
broken room?
Feel like I've been
The sensor core told me nothing.
everywhere already.
Did I have a gun there?
The sensor core, it does nothing.
I'd love to
Oh,
say
well,
I know which room
friends,
that is off the top of my head, but I don't.
Yeah, to be fair, Bagel has made a lot of those temple rooms.
Little.
Oh,
Come on. Oh god, this is a massive room.
Your favorite kind.
I still know where you are.
At that, it's a massive room I've never seen before.
I'm surprised you
Thankfully-
haven't seen it. The fact that you haven't seen it before, but I do know where you are
Why have you done this to me?
because MEGA something.
I don't think so, actually.
Tried it.
I don't need that. I already have 200 missiles. I don't need more.
Because
Or-
BANANAS.
BANANA? Question mark?
You know, it's the It refers to the what the shit is, according to Dr. Stefani. On her seminal thesis on bananas.
Yes, Slider. At least I think so. Yes, I have.
Okay, I'm at 90 tanks finally. Doesn't mean I know where I'm going anymore.
Okay,
Four
well,
more cores to go.
where is the hidden door in this room that I don't know about?
I'm not looking for a hidden door. I was just looking for a hidden bomb block, but apparently Sensor Core says it doesn't exist, and I tried everything else, so I'm assuming that the room is broken, and I'm hoping a core is not there.
I can try this room again.
Because that's
Oh, wait,
the only
it's
thing
this
I can
room.
do.
Hold up, I do know this
Oh my
room.
God, I was right.
Oh. Game.
Well, I hate myself now.
Did Bagel make a broken room?
It's not unheard of.
Bagels.
Note to self. That affects up here for the future.
Oh, don't do that.
I guess I'm gonna hope that the rest of those 5 cores are in the other 2 areas I've not yet to explore.
Does anyone else love when you
Criterion up there.
freeze an enemy mid-jump but you go right through them?
Yes.
Ain't that the Dickens?
I am unstuck.
Congrats.
I am mad at myself, though.
I'm mad at
You could
myself.
have got it a little while ago.
Yeah, I didn't realize that particular switch affected way the heck up there. That's the
Oh
second
no.
Yeah, I didn't know. I thought it affected the switches down there, not up there.
That's another very fool me once kind of room.
Well, that's a fool me twice now.
That fooled me twice in 2 different ways.
Fair enough.
Well, at least I'm actually unstuck finally. Just
That's good.
took bloody forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could make a spin redeem if that's
Okay, so
something
3
chat
more
wants.
cores. That's a good sign.
The only problem is, you guys are probably about ready to finish at this point.
That's alright, there's always me. And I'm bad.
I'm not that close to finishing. I need to find 3 more cores.
Where is this boss?
Side note: 2 bosses down.
Dang.
Oh, no.
Well,
That
not
note
exactly
tells me I
relevant
might
to
beat
me,
you.
considering
Again.
I don't even have.
It's always
It's not
4% seeds that I beat you on somehow.
It's almost like I have a tendency to mess up core percent.
That or I'm actually good at it.
Imagine actually being good at something in this game. Couldn't be. Oh wait.
I'm good at getting lost.
But yeah, if my
think we
chat
all
wants
are.
a spin redeem, I can totally. Ow, God. If my chat wants a spin redeem, I could totally do that.
Sit and spin redeem.
Assuming I can get StreamerBot to actually communicate with Vignan, which doesn't seem that hard, probably.
I didn't even realize Heroes joined the call.
Oh, here's
Hello.
the call.
Hi, heroes. How you
I
diggity
wonder
doing?
if Sky downloaded any of those new Captain Fox rooms. A lot of those were pretty good.
You don't say.
I know I didn't, unless I did.
That's something.
I know I didn't unless I did. Great coherent sentence there, Amada.
You at the very least know both you and Epi installed my pack for some reason.
There are rooms that got made.
So you can thank me for the new Chooseway rooms, including ones polluting custom areas.
I was planning to make some for some custom areas.
Can you make a
The
cheeseway
only
room?
one that I think has enough rooms that I would actually do it so far is Meridia.
I did it.
But-
I did. One of them was Meridia.
That just means
most
we're
of
gonna
the
get
rest
even
of
more.
The ones I made for are ones that are at least eligible for Friday races, because I want them to eventually show up in some Friday races. One
Nope,
did
that's
show
not-
up in Bubble Deep race.
I saw
from
that.
Epi.
There we go. That's something. Finally, I can pull that off the map.
I wonder if I can actually get up there.
There was something here. Does that
Oh
go
my
somewhere?
Do
God.
something stupid. I'm gonna do something very stupid.
My favorite thing to do.
I mean, if
Yeah,
I
daily
can do
basis.
this, it saves me a heck of a lot of time in the future. If not, then whatever.
I know that feeling.
So now where?
Oh my god, I just looked at that. What the heck is this seed?
Anyone done?
Not that I'm aware
I'm
of.
not sure if my live split's even working properly. My system's a little
I don't have live splits, so...
Huh? Oh, come on now.
Oh no.
What is this?
50-50, I was wrong.
Found long
That's where
beam.
Varia was? Okay, game.
Thanks to the indispensable knowledge given to me by
Imagine Varia.
Search Core, I actually found long beam. Thank you.
Yeah, that is true. I have not needed Varia so
What?
far, but
What do you mean
poor
GG
BB.
Sky?
Poor
its
BB by a
location is any
minute.
less rude.
Gore, what do you mean
Yeah.
2 people finished?
We'll beat you by a minute.
I'm not
Ah.
surprised.
I had live split to cover it up.
I may or may not be in the escape right now.
Yeah, I had a feeling you were all pretty much just about to finish.
Oh, that's where those were? Okay.
I'm losing points.
I know I am today.
You're finishing? Okay, never mind. I'm not ahead of you then.
I had all cores before I found Kraid. Ow.
Wait, was this?
Luna, I do not want you
Is this
calling me right
7
now.
area?
Fuck it.
Oh, okay. I
No,
see.
this is 6
I see-
area.
Okay,
I see the order you went. Okay.
got it.
Uh,
Wow, I got
Huh?
double
I went to
sniped
Kraid
in this
first.
game. That's...
Amara?
Ah,
I went to crate first.
Huh?
yeah, that was the last area I went into.
And then as soon as I found my last one, I knew where I was going. They get sidetracked in the
I see. Harros, why?
Why do I keep doing that?
GG.
Yeah, well done.
GG.
Ah, 5 points.
Wait.
Well, you're probably actually not going to lose all that many
Did
points.
you skip an
because I'm
entire
probably
area,
the
Mata?
last.
Nope.
Yeah, she will.
Yeah, I'm losing points. I'm in 2nd place. I have to get at
Okay.
least I think with 6 people I have to get first or else I lose points. Probably not that many points, but still points. Not that it really matters.
She's the one in the race with the most points right now.
Yeah.
So
Fair.
she has to win.
This blows.
I think the only way she would still gain points not finishing first is if someone, me or Gore finished well below. I could be wrong. I don't know the math.
If there was at least 8 people, I can get. If there's, I think 7 people is when I can get away with 7 and not lose points. Or yeah, 7 people as I can get away for 2nd and not lose points. Well, I know what I did wrong.
What did you do wrong?
I went for the Shirley. Actually, I can't say. I made a play and it did not pan out in my favor.
Well, I think that's because you went somewhere else first and I went somewhere else first. I think that's how that played out.
I just
Yeah,
had to
I
try
went
something different.
pretty much directly to Ridley, is what I did.
Hold up.
I'm sorry, but I think
Oh
the
my
seed
goodness, there
basically
must have
made
been
you go
cores
there.
in Ridley that
Yeah,
I
it
didn't
kinda does.
find.
You
I'm
can't
assuming
access
there's
any other
cores
area
in
without-
Ridley and in Norfair that I did not pick up, and that's why I'm
Entirely
so
possible.
behind.
That's entirely possible.
Because I did not full clear Ridley. I just mostly cleared it.
There, one boss down.
Let's go check this other place.
Oh, one boss down? Okay, at least I'm ahead of someone.
I mean, to be fair, I'm in dead last right now for obvious reasons.
Yeah, Winter did
so-
unfortunately miss Morph Ball until relatively recently.
It's painful.
Sorry about that.
I've had
That
more for
is-
a while.
That is a
Yeah.
painful moment. I had,
It was like
Morph-
hidden through a secret wall, wasn't it?
yeah,
Something.
It was in. I mean, everyone has Morph.
It's
at this
not a
point.
secret wall, it just required knowledge that a switch way
Oh
up
no no
above
no
above
no! I
the
remember now.
tower
Yeah, I remember you
climb
talking
area.
about it. Yeah yeah
There's,
yeah. I
there's the
remember.
Megafield Fortress.
Yeah, didn't realize the switch down there actually opened it up top. And I've never known that. Because I always use space jump to get to the other side instead.
Oh my god, this is here.
Well, I'm stuck again. If that helps. I don't know, it doesn't help,
What
but
the hell is this item order?
It is an interesting item order.
Interesting
frick?
item order indeed. Hold on, let me get the timer out of here.
what the hell? All right, I'm gonna have to try something different.
Yeah,
I mean, to be fair, I also know where a lot of cores are right now, so I might actually speed ahead.
Yeah, you're on catch up right now, but you have a lot of information.
Yeah.
Aside for, like, 3 worlds.
Yeah, I gotta try something different. So happy when I found bombs. You know my position on bombs.
Yeah, I'm
did you
missing-
break logic to get it?
There.
I
don't
think so. Well,
You could.
I'm not sure it was the intended way, but I
This
Okay.
this room.
Does everyone here have bombs at this point?
no, I don't think so.
Lol, no.
Yeah,
Why would
I have
Do
bombs.
you know where it is?
Considering I haven't exactly gone out of Ridley yet, or Criteria, or Northair, that'd be a negatory.
Okay. I will refrain from saying anything.
I actually don't know. I mean, the Morph Ball location is in the running to be part of the tribute, given Winter, but
Well,
For the
I
two
know
tributes
now,
for
and to be
today.
perfectly frank,
the
finding
first
it
tribute is
after
definitely
the first
the.
time is a lot easier.
Yeah, Morph being a tribute seems to be a
Also, it's
disproportionate occurrence for you, just because often it's in a really stupid place.
I mean, item in stupid place is a pretty solid formula for tribute at this point.
And also, it's kind of inevitable on chaotic. Like, if you wanted Morph Ball to be in a easy to get place, we'd play on normal all the time.
If you
I think
wanted
the best seeds
Morph
are
to
the
be in
ones
an
that-
easy to get place, I put it on the kitchen counter.
I think the best seeds are the ones that are set to chaotic, and then you just get Morph and you just get both of those items early anyways. The game's just like, nuh-uh.
Does that
That can happen.
go somewhere?
Chaotic doesn't guarantee that Morph is late. It just means
No,
that
no,
it
no.
guarantees that it isn't not early.
Unpack that logic for me.
Or like a better way, a less confusing way to word it is, normal makes sure that long beam and Morph are early. Chaotic
I
is
do
just
not
item
trust, I
spawn
do
for
not
item
trust
spawn.
2 rooms
Essentially
in
indifferent,
Ridley, I'm going
yeah.
back to Ridley.
Where are these items?
Aha, I
Does
can
the
actually
fact that
survive
you
this
beat-
area now.
I might be in the same position as you, Sky.
Well, I'm
Sky's done.
Yeah, he's been done for a while.
Yeah, Sky beat me.
Oh, never mind.
Sky
I'm
finished a
just
solid
trying to
minute
find
and a half
something
before
yet.
me.
Let's go this way and check.
Please be worth it. No, it's not. Of course not.
I have a feeling there's something up here I missed now that I can go this direction.
Was there a core here?
Aha, I do have bombs. Aha!
There was a core here.
Alright,
There was
so
a
now
bombs.
everyone has bombs.
I remember there being a core here. Good thing I marked that.
So I tried to break logic with that with ice bomb.
I tried to do
High
the
jump.
exact same
Now I
thing,
only
funny
have
enough.
two.
I
I
didn't
nearly
have high
actually
jump,
did.
I didn't have space jump. And I'm like, let me keep trying. I
Damn
tried
it.
for like 3 minutes. And I gave up. I'm like, screw it. I'm going to go. I'm sure progression's here somewhere. Because I'm not going to lose this race over trying to get this one item.
I don't even remember the bombs room anymore.
It was in game.
Okay, now I can get the heck out
It
of here.
was in factory spill.
Ah,
The one.
Oh,
the one
I
at
right.
the
just
top.
realized I got every item in Criteria now.
Nice.
I did.
I wasn't even
I-
trying.
Once I realized I was dead, and I just started clearing all the items. Until I made sure that I didn't have to come back to the area.
yeah, that's what I did. I full cleared areas as I was leaving them. That's just generally good practice in core percent, because if you can and you don't,
Well,
then there will
I
be a core
have
there.
full cleared areas where if I saw was a missile,
This is a gambler's fallacy.
I would go back often
There's
because
that.
if I had enough. That's actually what I did when I was exploring, poking around Crateria and Wrecked Ship in the Sunday from Hellseed, which yes, I did in fact do.
Oh, why would you do that?
At least I double
Okay,
checked
that's
this
cool.
room,
We're
so
cool.
I know I don't have to go back here anymore.
Yeah.
Why
Make sure
would
you clear
do
an
that
entire
would be
area,
the
'cause if you
question
don't, there's a
asked
core.
For 90% of the rooms in that Sunday from Hellseed.
That's the same kind of logic as that meme with the dejected guy walking away in the mine with the pickaxe over his shoulder. It's just a
Yep.
bunch of
Except
diamonds.
that's just real in core percent most of the time.
No.
Although
I'm gonna-
I will say these. You hear that, heroes? You're unassuming towers there. There's not really a clue about where those items are. If no
yes,
one's
there
paying
is.
attention,
Yeah, the name and then
The
the
name is the hint.
the visual is a
And
little
then
too
also
subtle,
there's
but
like a
I'm
slight
now
blue
in on it.
texture change too.
I'm
It's a
now in on
different
the
color
PS.
and the room name is a hint.
Room, that.
well, the room name is obviously the hint.
It's the same with unassuming dead end.
Yeah, which actually, and unassuming dead end came first.
I think they have the same aesthetic. I think they,
They
might
do.
be part of the same custom area. I don't think they're part of a custom area.
I think it's just heroes being heroes.
Well, actually,
Hey.
technically they are part of a custom
Understand
area
this
because they're
room
tagged for Meridia.
whatsoever.
Okay, fair enough.
Which
One
is
thing,
unfortunate because they do not look like Meridia rooms.
I don't really look that Meridia-y.
Oh, whatever.
They don't look like any base areas actually.
Just gonna have to
I guess you
Oh
can
my
make an
goodness,
argument for
there's some actual doors
Ceres,
here.
but
literally no idea what the heck is with that room.
you can make an argument for SM Ceres, but
What is this effing room? What is this? What is the secret here? Is this just a big joke?
I was
Seriously,
starting
is
to
it in
wonder
here?
the same. Because
Yep, there it is. Haha.
this is a surprisingly beautiful room with an aesthetic that you don't really see ever.
There we go. All majors.
It's cricket or
69%.
just the, or what?
The room I'm currently in, it's a 2x2.
Explore the rest
Are
of
you
this.
playing the other seed?
I am still in the current seed because I am missing at least one major.
fair enough, I
Found him.
suppose.
So I still could beat you.
No, Amada finished already.
Well, no, I finished already.
Oh, okay.
I'm just still in the seed because I'm still.
You're
I
doing
want
a
to. I
major
want to get
hunt.
all my majors.
Dude, I don't get it.
See, now you have a.
I think it's a trick.
33%. You have a 66% chance of getting the
Bailing.
next person
This
right.
is stupid.
Well, if you haven't found all majors, then I'm ahead of you because I found all majors just now.
I found all majors,
Lol.
Well,
and I'm done.
Lol.
All right.
Let me actually peek this.
oh my goodness, I should
Oh,
have kept
it is a trap.
exploring Ridley.
A drop.
Let me guess, capacitor's gonna be here then.
All right. I'm gonna go back to the old seed because I don't. It's not borked
Feel
to the extent
unfulfilled.
I can't continue. And also, yeah, that was some pretty great timing. I would say clip it, but this is YouTube. Oh wait, we can clip it. I forgot.
It's
YouTube
a
clips
trap.
are a thing.
I've been using them multiple times, remember?
Yeah, I remember that now.
Well, you got mad at me briefly one time for one of the clips I made of you.
I did.
Although that's a fake mad.
Yeah.
Not every.
I don't. It's very hard to make me actually mad.
Angie moment.
Like, I'd say last time I was actually mad was a long time ago, except no, it was this weekend.
Well, if you drink hard enough, that could be considered a long time ago. I don't know.
We're still watching. Have a good night. Go vote.
Oh, I think it's too late for most people.
It's too late to
West
vote by this
Coast.
point
West
already.
Coast.
West Coast is what, 2 behind me, so that's gonna be it's
Three.
like 7
Yeah.
p.m. They're probably closed. It's Hawaii. Hawaiians, get out there and walk to your nearest volcano and throw your banana in as a sacrifice.
Yeah, that's how Hawaiian politics works, right?
Might as well. I had a friend who lived in Hawaii and he said it was a little bit of a shit show.
Okay, that was a missile. Please, so, last core, please be in Torian, I'm begging you.
Dude, I am actually lost. I actually don't know where to go.
MST. You let Trump win your state.
What the balls?
Unless
Unless.
don't tell me capacitors in Ridley too, but in that I do not trust that Amada room that says
What's the visual indicator if I have capacitor? Because
bomb room in Ridley. Bomb room in Ridley. I do not trust that room, Amada.
I will give you one piece of information. That room is older than my bomb block series. Do with that information what you will.
Is capacitor the one where you can
That's
equip
not
two?
telling me if capacitor's in there, so that's
Oh
not
yeah,
useful
that's one of the
information.
few things I actually
Exactly.
got.
That's why I gave it to you. If it was useful information, I wouldn't be telling you that.
True.
What the?
Alright, I am gonna map scan it to see if there's literally anything there.
Well, I'm just glad that I'm unstuck finally. 'Cause that
Yeah,
took a
I
while.
could imagine.
That was frustrating.
Yeah, that. I have had that happen before. I don't know if it was more. It's been a while, but it does happen occasionally. Well, something crystal core in recent times.
Dude,
I would argue that
I'm-
was a little more. That was probably about the same level as frustrating, considering it was literally the last item on the entire map.
I am fairly turned around now. I really don't know what's going on.
I just realized something strange. But I'm not sure if anyone else has noticed. The Chozo Fortress by Megafield kind of looks like a heart and intestines of a human.
How would you know what a human's heart and intestines look like?
Google
On
it.
the
Is it
map,
Zodiac
looks like
killer?
it on the map.
Oh yeah,
Like
maybe you're
the
just
map-
maybe you're not a Zodiac killer. Maybe you're just a good Googler. All right, fair. I think it's a 50-50.
That opens up.
Oh my goodness.
This is a room I don't recognize.
Yes, Crystal Core, the destroyer of sanity. Interesting that the old seed actually had the same 6 areas as the seed we actually ran.
Okay, I am gonna go back to Ridley and assume capacitors there, because if I go to Torian and assume it's there, then it's not gonna be there. I need to make sure it's not there.
That's right next to the elevator. I'll go back to it later.
So Tibbs, just to be clarified, right now they're saying the next polls close in 47 minutes.
Really?
West Coast is still voting.
Wait.
Yeah.
Oh, in the West Coast.
Really?
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah,
damn.
West Coast is still voting.
Well, those goofy
Well,
yuppies will probably stay up all night doing
I'm in West
kombucha anyway.
Coast.
Does any Americans watching on the West Coast go vote if you haven't already?
Okay, so
What the frick?
I can't vote, unfortunately.
Yeah, fair enough.
Wait, why? Hold on. Are you under 18?
Barely.
Absolutely.
That's a
tragic
good
right there.
excuse.
this way.
I forgot I don't have spring ball in this seed.
You don't have
Got this-
spring ball?
I'm
Yeah,
back on the
oh,
old
you're playing
seed.
the other one. Yeah,
Yeah.
fair enough.
I went back to the old seed just because I can proceed, and I wanted to see. Considering how this seed started, I wanted to just see how things went. For the people who are just tuning into my chat, this is not the race seed. The race is still going, but I've finished it. I got 3rd. We had a Bork seed before. That
This seed was erased from history.
Yeah, we had a Bork seed earlier, and I am playing that.
At least technically.
Sorry, I threw off your mojo there with that extremely good joke. Nope.
Oh, good lord, that was a.
They're saying.
I remember this place. Please be capacitor or don't be capacitor.
What?
Okay, that was
Be
not
capacitor.
capacitor.
I see.
Well, definitely one or the other.
Okay, so now I know what to do.
So I'm both
Okay,
glad and
okay.
mad that it's not
Wyoming.
capacitor.
16,000 people voted.
That's the entire state. Damn.
That's 6% of the
There.
vote.
You know, it was
And they're
there.
already projecting a winner.
Well, it's
I
Wyoming.
just
It's.
remembered where capacitor was.
I mean, I
That
think
is
it's.
I
unfortunate.
saw it before.
How many electoral votes is in Wyoming? It's 3, right? It's like the minimum
3.
possible for the House, and then 2 because 2 from the Senate. Yeah, it's like Wyoming.
Those
It's
are-
only
no,
Buffalo
those
live
are
there.
Just
It's
electoral
inconse-
votes. They're not seats.
Sure.
To be I needed to go back. I should have remembered that. I would have been No, the funny thing is, Amada, I think there's a chance I would have had a higher chance of beating you if I was on hard mode, just simply because I would be searching for more missiles and E-tanks for Crystal Core, and I probably would have full cleared more areas and gotten more cores.
You always have to
whiz.
play careful in core percent.
I am highly
And you have to play
disinterested in
more
actually
careful
going to
on
this
hard,
place.
which means
I really don't want to go there.
Yeah, we've had a few people.
I'm
that
in
prefer-
go mode now, at the very least.
Yeah.
I'm in go to hell
Yeah.
mode. Man, I'm stuck as hell.
It's the first time in a long time I've just casually run around with Chrono Core on.
I'm getting pretty chrono triggered right now.
I don't even play Chrono Trigger.
Me either.
It's just a pun for
I remember
pun's sake.
hearing that the one game franchise you'd never play, Amada, is shooter games.
Not never, I just don't see it happening.
I've enjoyed my time with Guardian Legend.
Well, I mean, technically, you could call Prime and any Metroid as a shooter game because you do shoot enemies.
No. You really
That's not
can't. In the
I
same
know
way that you
that's
can't
not what
refer
you
to a
mean,
fighting game as a beat 'em up. It's not
Yeah.
something different. Actually, so I enjoy Guardian Legend, which is like half of it is a shooter, only because my brother bought it and he was tricked by the box art. It shows like a wizard's face over a desolate land. He's like, "Oh, this is an RPG or something," and we got it, and it's a futuristic Zelda-like that has shooter sections because your character transforms into a ship. It was really bizarre. However, it is fun and it does have a randomizer.
That sounds
Well, I
interesting.
mean, if it has a randomizer, that's all you need to say to pique my interest.
Yeah, there are a couple randomizers actually.
Well, didn't you say specifically Archipelago randomizers?
Generally, yes. But even a standalone one can interest me.
Yeah, but usually only if it's free, because
Well, it depends on the game. Even if it has a standalone randomizer, it is enough to get on my radar usually.
Randomadar.
in that
Or
case,
like-
you should. One of the most unhinged randomizers is the Kirby what was it, the mirror
Kirby
one? I
and the
forget the
Fantastic
name
Mirror
of
or
it.
something?
I know which game you're referring to, I just don't remember the name. I wish Nightmare was in chat right now. Because he is an absolute
Damn it.
Kirby expert.
Wait, actually, I can just search it up because I'm like behind anyways.
I want to
It's
say
not gonna
Kirby and the
load.
Amazing Mirror, but I don't think that's what it's
Oh yeah,
actually
Kirby
called.
and the Amazing Mirror. That was the
Oh
one.
no, that is what it's called.
Yeah, that's the game, and it's also a
No.
Metroidvania. But the cursed thing is that the randomizer has it where every door you go into a random room from the game, and it's not even like continuous like Enigma. Like it's random every time. It's like SM Arcade.
Oh,
Which
good
makes
lord.
it
Yeah,
even
that's
more
not good.
It's non-Euclidean then.
Yeah,
It's not even
non-Euclidean
non-Euclidean.
randomizer.
It's you go through the same door 2 times and it takes you to 2 different places.
I want non-Euclidean Enigma at some point.
That could be
certainly
interesting.
a thing.
Vacant
you-
teased you might consider it because some of the splash screens say arcade mode maybe, and
Huh?
that's probably what the arcade mode would be, something like.
I wouldn't be opposed to non-Euclidean Enigma.
I wouldn't even be opposed to non-Euclidean, but with only Zebeth and Novus rooms, although that would be less interesting.
Yeah.
Are you all aware how the NES Metroid deals with areas and elevators and how that all works?
Not at all.
So the entire map is laid out on a grid where each room is just a hex number, and that references a certain room. And when you go down an elevator, that supply of rooms changes completely. So like a 0-2 in one position might be one thing if you're in one area and another in another area. But since the elevators are put the way they are, each place on the map you're only expected to go in when you're in one specific area. But, people figured out how to like glitch their way into adjacent areas by using the door jump technique. Well,
That checks out.
I played a hack of the old NES Metroid where they allow you to go to areas you're not supposed to. They designed it around your use of elevator essentially changes the world. So in a sense, it was non-Euclidean. A very interesting way to like loop around through the same parts of the map that are different.
That does sound very interesting.
Probably takes some real high-level thinking to put something like that together.
I would tend to agree.
Yeah. I know a couple races ago, someone in my chat said non-Euclidean Metroidvania, and I have had ideas swimming around my brain ever since that happened.
Brain ideas.
Technically, non-Euclidean Metroid period exists if you count the SM arcade ROM hack. But then, is that a Metroidvania, really?
Dude, I cannot find Space Jump.
I wouldn't know.
You don't have Space Jump?
No.
I've had Space Jump for a while.
Wow,
Is it just an
I don't know
arcade
how I
game
missed
based
it.
on
That's
Super Metroid?
interesting.
There must be a secret in an area somewhere that I just failed to find.
A Metroidvania.
Okay, so
I mean,
let's reset.
yeah, I think the vast majority of
All right.
SM ROM hacks would
Well, that's what I'm
qualify
going
as
to do.
Metroidvania.
I'm going to backtrack to a ton of areas now that I have Search Core on and try to find what I assume to be the opening in the wall that will lead me eventually to Space Jump, which is gating me off from half the map.
Yeah, Space Jump is in a funny place.
I had a feeling. I'm not
I
laughing.
don't remember where Space Jump was in the.
It's in a
old
funny
season.
place.
Might as well
because
be in
I
literal
would've been
space for
actually
how much trouble
get.
I'm having.
The seed we actually did, as opposed to the one I'm currently playing. God, this is gonna be a long stream from me.
I'm an hour 40 in after restarting this specific seed, and I can tell it's going to be a long stream. As soon as I find Space Jump, things are going to change. However,
I've had Space Jump for a while.
well, congrats, you found the damn thing. I don't know where it is.
I gotta adjust how I'm sitting. I've been sitting still for too long. I need to get like a real chair instead of what I've been saying that for 2 years and I still haven't done it.
Are you
but-
sitting on a giant toadstool or something? That would be comical.
You know those like autism fidget stools?
What? No?
They're,
They're just a chair that spins around.
no, it's straight up just a stool. It's
I
not even a
think I
chair.
know what you're talking about. I
Okay.
have one of those,
I
but
have,
I'm not
I
using
have
it
this
right now.
stool.
Like I'll send an image after, but like it's like a fidget stool for kids who can't sit still. Yeah, I'm still using one of those as my primary gaming chair.
Missed.
Well, time for me to scour every surface for hopefully something.
And I did at one point have an actual chair. I went back to the stool because, and this is the actual reason, I could not stand how squeaky the chair was. Squeak, squeak.
That's
It was
fair.
like a proper, I think it was like an office chair. Problem is I don't know how to sit still, so
Fair, honestly.
and every time you rotated on the chair, it was like, so needless to say, I got very fed up with that very quickly. Oh boy, it's another room that hasn't heard of chain blocks.
Hate that.
Wow, this
Part
room
of the
really
few
hasn't.
nitpicks I have with loaders rooms, because most of them are great, but a few of them I dislike a tiny bit, or at least it's a little makes them a little less fun that they don't have chain blocks. Do you know
I mean,
the one? I think
There,
it's
most
like,
of loaders
was
rooms
Jungle Tower
predate
2.
chain blocks.
Yeah, that could be the reason. That makes
I
sense.
don't think it had chain blocks.
Yeah, chain blocks are newer to the game than most people think they are.
Are they 1.32 added?
Nowhere near. They were still before me, but
Nice.
I want to say they were in the 1.2 something cycles.
What's that?
1.25?
I don't know. It was before 1.27, which was the first update no, I played a little bit of 1.26, I think.
So which one am I missing?
Yeah, no, I did actually play a little bit of 1.26 was when I joined.
Which core am I missing? I know I'm missing something.
This is a very strange area. I refuse to believe that's the entire area, but also I can't find anything else.
Oh, now I'm excited for playing that seed. Slightly. Also worried. And also I just realized I went to every dead end room that doesn't lead to Mother Brain in the race seed.
Well, technically they were both race seeds, but I know what you mean. I get a strange feeling the item's gonna be over there, but also it's a missile, which means I don't need to care.
I gotta see what I can see up here.
Hold up. This room can be made much faster if I can actually line up a damage boost. I damage boosted the wrong way. Are you kidding me?
How'd that happen, funny?
You know, actually, Tibbs, I'm quite curious why you included a lot of Chaos Realm rooms at first, when first creating Infinite Mission. Was it just because you were looking for as many rooms as possible?
Yeah, you know, my standards might have said, you know, these are good
still,
enough.
I believe 2. You have one of the elevators, and then you also have the boss room. Because
I mean, the Chaos Realm rooms are good rooms. They're just really hard. Some of them do start to border on spammy, but for the most part, I think they're still really good rooms.
well, they're not actually that hard if you have all majors.
That's true.
I've not seen this room show up, but I'm not exactly excited about it.
Wow, I haven't seen
And
this
it
room.
feels very strange that I have not seen this particular room show up before. Wait, no, actually I have, but in one specific seed where I used a custom area to force it.
Side note, E-Tank number 9, or I guess technically I can say E-Tank number 19.
Fair enough.
Did you have the same weird game crash that resets the items?
No, I'm just back in the
Some
old
of both
seeds.
streams.
Yeah, if you sum up both seeds, I've picked up 19 E-Tanks total today.
There's no way I did this to myself a second time. There's no way. Oh my god. Don't do it.
What is that? Oh my goodness, this room showed up again. This is the room you were talking about last seed. Oh wait, no. This is, well, one of the
Oh, I
rooms
should've
you were
done
talking
this.
about last seed, Tibbs, not to spoil it, that you said you hate because it's designed around speed booster, but there's no speed booster.
Yeah, I hate it.
Those rooms kind of suck.
Pick up the item, Samus, please.
What is
I'll
this?
let you know one thing, Tibbs. I have changed my criteria for multiverse memories here and there. You might not like all the rooms in it, but I can promise you one thing. None of the rooms that require speed booster will ever be in multiverse memories. To keep it somewhat close to being a companion pack to
That
Infinite
is
Mission and
so good to
not
hear.
having exercises and suffering.
Oh, yeah, I'm not a fan
Also,
of suffering,
Spider
personally.
Nest will never be in it.
Yeah, because a big part, you know, those rooms that I pull out, which are
That's a funny place for that.
recreation rooms, a lot of times I have no problem with the design or the functionality. I just don't want that fourth wall reference.
Yeah,
But there
that was
can
a
exist recreation rooms that are not fun.
What the heck
Seems
is
like
this room
pretty
for?
much every single Novus room got into the curated version of multiverse memories you did.
Sorry, was that a question?
No, I was just saying every. I'm pretty sure all the Novus rooms got in because you like all the Novus rooms in general, but don't.
Oh
want
yeah,
them
Novus
in
is good. Novus is a good design.
Yeah. Probably because Vacant made it and all his rooms are good.
It's almost like Vacant knows what he's doing as the guy who made the game.
That's incidental.
Well, actually,
Making
I'm
a
not
functional
sure if you
engine doesn't
noticed,
necessarily
two
mean that
of
you're
the-
good at
two of the
design.
Vacant Shade rooms you put in the private version are technically Novus rooms, but they're not labeled as such, and they have some slight visual differences. So I'm not going to really worry about removing them, having you remove them, because they're not going to be in the public version anyway.
Wait a minute.
A great example of somebody who's good at making an engine, but not necessarily good at aesthetics, was Notch in Minecraft. The aesthetics were functional, but not great.
I still don't know how
That's
to
why
feel about
texture
that
packs
new freaking
exist.
mob.
Oh, that's awesome. I only play a really old deprecated. I play a version that's like a little older than 10 years, but somebody's gonna backport that monster, and I can't wait. I'm so excited. The concept of that kind of enemy, as I understand it, it chases after you when you're not looking at it. I love that kind of horror. Oh my god, I found a core.
Done. All right, GG.
GG.
I think
a feeling.
another interesting thing with the creaking is that it's revolutionary for redstone contraptions. Since you can now detect if you are looking at something.
Very true.
Well, I mean, you could do that with an Enderman. He'll just kick your ass in.
Nah, not conveniently in a redstone contraption. You could.
Well, yeah.
But if
effing
you,
around.
it's what you put a creaking in water and then put a tripwire above it.
I didn't know you were a
'Cause
Minecraft.
It can't swim
somebody
up
who
if
understood
you're not
Minecraft.
looking at it. Or rather, if
Neat.
you are looking at it, it can't swim up, so it sinks. And then if you aren't looking at it, it floats up.
Like a turd. Interesting.
That's one way to put it.
Has anybody not gotten Screw Attack?
I don't have screw attack.
Okay.
Actually, I think I might actually. Hold on.
Wait a
I might
minute.
have just turned it off.
Did I miss an
Yeah, I
item in
turned
the
mine
other?
off.
I might have missed an item in the other seed.
Yeah, I just turned my screw attack off.
Okay, so somebody... There's nobody here who hasn't at least got... Who's playing the race right now and hasn't gotten it.
Amada, I'm also playing the old seed now.
Fair enough. I mean, who all is still going? I think it's just
I'm
Winter
still
and
going
Tibbs.
yeah.
Yeah, so I figured out what was hanging me up. There's this room that gave me some real hell in the past, and I thought I had it figured out, but I forgot there's a whole second half to it.
Whoops.
Guess what? I just found Space Jump. Yeah, that's exactly what it was. It was hidden in that second half of that damn room. So, alright, so this room is another one that's fooled me twice for two different reasons.
Well, I guess you're technically in go mode then, aren't you?
No, I'm not. I am not.
No? Oh, you
I
I
tried
did
have-
get Screw
worse?
Attack in the other seed?
I have
Okay.
only beaten Ridley.
Oh.
Because I think you need Screw Attack, or sorry, I think you need Space Jump to get to, like, the other half of the areas.
Oh, in that case, I actually did pull ahead of you.
Well, hell,
Huh.
of course.
I'm still trying to do core percent in the other seed. How am I doing so far?
Good question. How are you doing so far?
I've got 5 things in the other seed. Missing 4 cores and dynamo. in
How
the
do
other
I-
Seed.
How do I know when I have the dynamo and the capacitor? What indicators are
capacitor,
there again?
You'll see a little 2. Dynamo,
Yep.
I'm pretty sure you have to just remember.
I'm fairly sure I did not get dynamo, but I did get capacitor.
If
Well, I
you,
know
if
I
you
got
see a little
capacitor.
2 on
Yeah,
your
yeah, no, I know I have 2
items.
equipped, but I just didn't. I don't recall ever picking up dynamo.
Fair enough.
Well, I mean, dynamo is not exactly in a hidden spot, but also you did just pick up space jump.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. Not like the other half of the map is now open to me.
Hey, this seed was in this room was in the other seed.
Hold up. I just thought of something. One thing that would be great would be interesting would be to force that that go find them all landing site to show up in a criteria start seed and reset it until it leads you to wrecked ship, so that it generates all the majors in wrecked ship.
That would be interesting.
That should be a Sunday. Actually, no, that should not be a Wheel of Doom option because that would make it take too long.
Yeah, that is a good point, Heroes. Dynamo does add a little plus on your core screen.
Okay,
Oh, that's what that plus
that's
is.
right. I had completely forgotten about that. Thank you.
I wasn't aware it was Dynamo causing that.
Huh.
'Cause
I was aware of
didn't
a
even-
lot of goofy shit in the GUI that you guys have had to tell me about.
I
I
don't leave the-
error in that MST room. It just requires that you do the morph jump.
I relied upon you
And
guys to
they're
teach me all these
more
cryptic runes.
Oh no, you can just actually make that jump with no items. In the MST room.
Yeah.
Okay, and I did
Gigantic
the
go figure,
morph
isn't
jump.
it?
Oh, why did I do that? That was dumb.
Yeah, and the intended solution is that you are supposed to just make that jump.
Are you talking about
technically-
the fun one that had us
I
end?
think that seed should have been eligible.
Yeah.
We had really
Although
really
there-
good reason to believe that it was a problem, though. And
Yeah.
we did enough research in it that it was just better to start again.
Yeah,
Although,
we
man,
thought it was-
I'm having no
the
fun.
time we
This
noticed
one
it
memory
wasn't
seemed like it
broken.
had more issues, honestly. In fact, that one looks good though. Marshall's rooms look pretty good.
Marshall's rooms are.
Wait, what led you to delete Arboretum Central again, Tibbs?
Remind me what the story is with Arboretum
That's
Central.
The Arboretum Central, the crate room by Marshall.
Oh, I can't
Was it too
recall.
big?
I think I might actually know the one you're talking about, but I don't recall the reason.
What about Squiggle from Room Swap? Why did you delete all the versions of that?
Did I do all?
I think you did, because.
Oh, right, because the only one that Yeah, I like the Small Watch one, but again, it had no enemies in it.
Oh, that was the reason. It's not that it was too big or had too hidden.
It's the only one I like,
hidden
but
items.
it has no enemies.
I did not realize that.
But Small Watch said that wow, this room again. Small Watch said that I could add enemies to a different room, so I or somebody can ping him about whether that's allowed for Squiggle.
I'd assume probably yes.
Yeah, I don't like to assume with things like that. I have accidentally changed something in one of his rooms and published it without asking him about it first, and he asked me to not do that. What the balls?
I really gotta get my pack update sorted out, because I really want to get my pack update out, but I just haven't had time to finish it. Also, side note, health percent ×2.
Nice.
Oh yeah! Wow, I actually got all 10 E-tanks. Holy crap!
Almost got
Holy crap,
12% ×2 on a single world, but I was off by 3 E-tanks. Remember that world, Amada?
Yeah.
That's the world I'm never deleting from my save file ever.
Love you right there.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, the only thing I'm missing now is Dynamo. And you said it was in a pretty obvious place. I believe you. I got the search core on too, which turns out search core doesn't help you if you're not in certain rooms that have the path forward.
That's the one I'm missing. Okay. In that case, I need to go back. I can't be here yet. Really?
Yes, this is the seed that was broken before. Or broken in quotation marks.
So wait, then where the heck was search core?
I almost want to call this the false alarm broken seed, because it wasn't technically broken. It just really looked like it was.
You should make 2 tributes, one to the official one and one to the BS one that we had to cancel.
I was already planning to do that.
Nice. Just make it an accidental like pseudo troll room.
Wait, what? Huh?
Oh come on,
What?
come on! No, it's
To
crap.
be honest,
That way.
We have found crap.
Tibbs,
That way.
I'm very curious as to why DSO gave you permission to include a single room of his in Infinite Mission, because I thought he said he doesn't want any of his rooms shared on the planet server. Did you DM him about it?
Yeah, no, I DM'd these people. They asked them specifically. I remember asking 2 different people, and of the 2 that got back to me, DSO was the one who said yes.
And Fienzy, I assume.
Who's that?
And Fienzy too.
Oh yeah, it must be true. Yeah. Maybe it must have been Fienzy as well.
Sky Bagel is saying you need to update his pack.
Probably there. Of all places. It's the only place I look.
Sky is
Wait,
still there.
hold up. What's even going on with the tournament? Do you have like 2 different instances of the game, or do you have to just delete your rooms and all your rooms and re-import them?
That's a good question.
I don't even know how
done
you have
anything
2
yet.
separate instances on the same computer. I was not able to figure
Why?
that out, which is why I used 2 different computers.
You see, the thing is, on Windows, you don't.
Is this a fusion room? No.
That's one of the few instances where something's actually much easier on Linux.
Oh, you can have 2 different instances of planets of the same version, but have
Ugh.
different rooms on each.
Yep.
This might be one of the days.
That'll
Tibbs
help
beat
for the
me, 'cause I
tournament,
have
then.
To actually go back for
I don't
search
even have to
core.
install planets twice. I can have 2 instances of the same executable.
Well, I still have
Actually,
not
I can have
gotten to
2
the bosses
instances
yet.
running at the same time, but I'd have to never shut down my computer for them to like stay consistent. I meant.
Yeah. The main
But
thing
I
is,
have done that before, where I'm like generating a world on one instance while playing on the other. But they have the same amount of room shared between the 2, and if I shut both of them down and do one on one and not on the other, then it'll like carry over.
Let's actually have this. Should take 2 on
Wait.
place speaking.
okay, you can have 2 different instances of the game, but like not with separate internal paths and stuff.
Well, yeah.
I mean, it's probably possible. I just wouldn't know how to go about doing it.
Let's
Side note, I'm starting to get worried that the other seed is actually, the Borked seed actually is Borked.
Oh boy.
Because I am completely boned at the moment, as far as I'm aware.
I have all but, well, actually no, it's 4 majors, I think, maybe. Do you
Majors
need
are
ice
actually
cream or something?
I have
Or
ice
is it
cream.
a spring check?
I am.
Is there
How am I
anything
doing on
interesting in
majors
this room?
seed?
I hope not.
The only thing I'm missing
Bailing.
is screw attack. The only major I'm missing is screw attack.
Unless there's a screw attack check, then it should be possible unless someone
There's Surge Core.
forgot to put bomb blocks in their
Damn
bomb
it.
blocks.
Got so
what's
held up by
happening
that stupid room.
I had a
I
feeling
just-
of where I needed to go just by your own statements of where you have not been, and you already had it, so...
Hate that room.
Well, I know what. Wait, hold up. I just realized the same area was missing in both seeds.
Yeah, I pointed that out earlier. Did I respawn out of this a little too prematurely? Is that what happened?
Probably.
Yep.
So
Note to
it's
self,
not
if a
Borked.
room has tunnel in the name, it is probably not a 1x1.
So it's not Borked seed.
It's not Borked, I'm just terrible at reading.
Sometimes it just be that way.
Well, unless the mother brain or the escape is Borked, that is.
That's true.
I think it probably will be fine, since you technically have everything already, including bombs. I would assume.
You know, I personally love 100%ing Skyhawk Siege just because since he has like all the rooms ever available, but like I usually get to see a lot of rooms I've never seen before.
I mean, I have most of the rooms. Sky's only got like 300 rooms on me, and to be fair, that's probably not even accurate because I imported a bunch of the old rooms that he had that I didn't.
But didn't you say like there's something that happened where it reset like your not yet seen counter or something?
Oh yeah, my not yet seen counter is completely messed up at the moment.
Mine probably would be too, considering.
And I assume his isn't, or maybe it is. I don't know.
Yeah, no, his is not. But I guess on the whole version splitting thing, the thing with Linux, by default, every time I update the game, I get a new directory for everything.
Sure.
And I have to manually copy in all of my data or I lose it. The thing is, I accidentally copied in the wrong folder because I, for some reason, still had 127 kicking around. Or no, it wasn't. When I updated to 133, I still had 131 kicking around, and I accidentally copied my 131 data in instead of my 132 data, and then that broke everything, and then I had to just start over.
Oof.
Thankfully, I didn't lose any rooms, because every time I make a room, I always export it. You know, basically just in case of exactly that happening.
Oh, what the hell happened?
Oh boy. Oh my god. Where are these cores?
Yes. But actually, no.
That does remind me of. I did see on one of your stream VODs that you claim. It was the one directly after the 8-minute tube seed because you had 2 in one day that time. You said that you deleted all of Manny's rooms. I assume that's not still the case.
Yeah, that is no longer the case. The reason I did that was because of one very specific room which had a pathing error in it. I think they had a whole update.
I thought it was because there were like duplicates of rooms and you didn't want to be fooled by it anymore.
No, or was it? I don't know. That was
I
so
think
long
it was.
ago.
I think it was the latter because it came right after Seed where there was 2 versions of the same item room, but one was actually pretending to be a 1x1 but had Varia in it.
right,
and Varia
that.
was part.
Nice.
I do
You
remember
remember
that.
all the memories are flooding back in now?
Okay.
God,
Don't need
God,
it.
that was a long time ago.
You know what? I don't need this.
It was only like a year and a half ago. Well, actually, more like 2 years ago.
Get this taken.
Closer to 2 years, actually.
And that is a good point from Bagel that Manny is a she. Oh, heroes with the history that chained blocks were introduced with the blocks tab in 1.2 in the. So it was actually 127 was when they were introduced.
How?
Or no, that was when 127 is when you were
This is a
able to
cute
chain crumble blocks. I wonder when was the blocks tab actually added? Which game version was that? Since we have historian heroes in chat, apparently.
How in the hell?
Okay, I've approached in the seed. You're also playing Amato, one of the very few Snailiad rooms I actually kind of actively dislike. Because it just feels a little, I don't know, I just don't like the aesthetics much in Spiralis Brick Cave, and it's also like a vault tunnel.
I remember being in that room.
I think that's like the only Snailiad room I'd even consider bad, and I wouldn't even blame Epsilon just because he kind of has to, because if he's remaking all of, sorry, they're remaking all of them.
I actually considered playing Snailiad
It's
at one
horrible.
point. I just never got around to it.
I've actually played it. It's good.
Yeah, I'll probably play it at some point. Who knows? I might even contribute to an Archipelago implementation at some point.
Well, specifically you do it for Snailiad Plus because that's the recreation by Epsilon and Unity. The original Snailiad is on Flash. I don't think you can make Archipelago for Flash game. Has that been done before?
I wouldn't be surprised if someone's done it before.
What about
I mean-
Archipelago for a Scratch game?
I don't think that would be possible, just because you can't. I don't think there'd be a way to. I mean, via the manual client, you actually could. But via the manual
One thing
client,
I do know is impossible is making Archipelago for an Atari
Oh.
game.
well, that's just
Aha.
because there's not enough content in those games to randomize.
I just found the friggin' capacitor.
I
Not
thought
the
it was because of-
dynamo.
oh, wait, actually,
So I'm
I
good.
guess you could.
I'm go now.
Wait,
Via
that
the
reminds me,
manual
Tibbs,
client.
did you see the thing I sent you a while back where someone recreated Mega Man 2 in Atari, but not
No.
really?
GG to you.
Yeah.
It's not
I'll be
actually
there
a
soon.
recreation in Atari. It's just a fan game that looks like Atari, but it's running.
Yeah,
like Unity.
I've seen that project before.
And yeah, that is a good point from Heroes, that the actual chain block was... The chain attribute has been around longer than the chain attribute on a crumble block, which has been around longer than the chain block.
Well, now that that's done, I should probably go and get into the shower before my family gets home. so
I think I'm
we'll
probably
shoot all
gonna
later.
stop playing
See you
this
around.
seed now too. I'm definitely gonna 100% it, but I kind of want to watch Tibbs stream and VOD.
Oh, why? I suck so much.
That's why I love watching you sometimes.
Wow.
Tibbs, can I have my brain cell back?
I lost it. I lost
Damn
it when
it.
I lost it when I got hung up in here. We'll go there now since I'm not racing anybody. That friggin' unassuming tower.
Ah,
I must have missed a complete path in it. I went in there. I'm like, oh, I remember this one. This is the one that hung me up. I know it's the coloration in the walls. Wow, I'll shoot those colorations in the walls. And guess what? I must have missed one of them.
whoops.
But yeah, I also like
I
watching
hate-
Gorador's streams
hate
because
unassuming tower.
since he often isn't in the call, that means he has commentary that I can only get by watching his VODs.
Unassuming tower has twice turned me around so badly that I've lost maybe better part of an hour of progress.
That's
In all
because
fairness-
there's multiple versions of Unassuming Tower that are all different, just like Hive Nest.
Lovely.
I will say one thing Heroes did say. The specific version that was in this seed is going to be TGIF Junior in the future.
Which seed? The one that
Both of them, it was the same one.
really?
It was the same one in both? I didn't even notice.
At least I think it was the same one.
And it was
Yeah.
also in Ridley in both of them.
Yeah. I might be wrong that it was the same one, but
It probably shouldn't
Quietly.
be if Not Yet Seen is enabled. Oh, actually, wait, no, it could, because I think it only records Not Yet Seen if you beat the seed, does it?
no, you just have to enter the room.
So then it really shouldn't be unless it was really struggling.
Yeah, that said, Ruins of the Lab has been seen for a long time, and yet... Oh my god, Chromatic Wyvern, you stole my... Wait, is this? I need to know if this room is older than me.
Lovely.
So
There's
there's
chromatic wyvern used to be Metroid Prime 21.
which means not that. Okay, that means mine is older. There are 2 different L-shaped rooms that are named plus ratio. I made one, and apparently Chromatic Wyvern also made one.
It's a good name.
Strangely, Chromatic Wyvern was one of the first packs I downloaded. I don't know why. I think it said it because like Ultimate Collections. I thought it would be like really good or something. It seems
Their
decent.
rooms are pretty good.
Wasn't Rave Item Room an Infinite Mission, or maybe I was wrong about that? I forget.
Dude, bro.
Wait, hold on. I'm actually gonna show pull up a picture so I can ask I can show Tibbs and ask him if it's in there.
If you
Rave-
paste it into race chat, I will be able to see it.
Yeah, that's why I was.
Otherwise,
saying.
I will not. I
Where
somehow
the
accidentally
heck
found my way to Mother Brain's room with like no health. So I hope that's not going to wind up being a problem.
There are 5 unassuming towers total.
All equally unassuming.
There's 1 that has 3 towers, 2 that have 2 towers, and 2 that have 1 tower. The 3-tower one and the 2 towers ones are both now flagged as TGIF Junior Circa Heroes next pack update.
Damn. Stop doing it.
Oh,
Suffering now.
ow. I don't know how you're supposed to get that without just damage tanking, but also I don't care.
Oh, right. Okay, I gotta hang back a second. This is murdering me.
Oh my god, this room
Wait a minute,
hurts.
I have the crystal core.
Oh,
What
no,
the hell's my
actually,
problem?
I do have a faster method instead of just asking you. I can actually just check.
You can also paste an image into the chat. I can see the chat. What is this?
Oh yeah, no, and actually, no, I forgot. I deleted the pack after I ported it to save storage. I'll just
Why?
I'll just share a picture into race chat.
Okay, there's allegedly, how many cores am I missing? There's allegedly 3 more cores out here that I haven't found. I am really hoping they are all in this one corner of criteria, because if they aren't, then I'm gonna have to go a long way to find the rest of the cores. Great. Most annoyingly, I don't have sensor yet. Well,
Why do I
cool,
even need
time
the
to go
help? What
back
am I
through
doing?
every area.
I guess
The
I'll
irony.
just email it to myself again.
No, why would you do this? Oh my god.
Okay.
Why would you put a spider hive in the escape? Ah. Oh.
I
He
wonder
didn't
where
put a
Tips is.
spider hive, and the generator just decided that.
Yep. I think Tips is talking to the generator there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on, man. I'm
Like, the
I'm
generator is
addressing
I
the
think
cruelty.
one thing that could levy that is if all the spider hive rooms had a minor item in them.
Wow,
and then
that's
that way
actually
they'd never
cruel.
show up in the escape.
Well, that... Oh, is that what prevents it?
If there's
Yeah, that would prevent it. The other thing would be if they were forced heated runs, but that would be worse.
Yeah, there's 3 ways to stop something from showing up in the escape. Force it to be heated, put an item in it, put more than 3 doors in it, or more, 2 or 3 or more doors in it. And
Alright.
the 4th way, because I'm great at this, is to have combat block of some variety.
All right, that
Or
makes sense.
combat door.
All 3 of those would be dreadful for hive spider nest, but out of them, I'd say a minor item would be the least dreadful, probably, because at least
Oh.
you'd get a reward.
Hazard's not that bad, because especially since you're kind of intended to have suit for that area anyways.
Yeah. Yeah, but combat, you'd have to find all the spiders and go to all the dead ends.
Yeah, that
Spider
would
Nest is
not be
only
pleasant.
interesting the first time you see it. You're like, wow, what a
Oh,
neat idea, and then the rest
I'm
of it, it's
glad
like,
that
okay.
Ryu is not in the watching right now, or maybe they are.
I mean, if you made like one of them that had like, what I'd do is make one of them that has 4 doors, and then that's acceptable because it's not going to show up every freaking seed.
Wait, hold on. So I just posted in the race chat. Is this room an infinite mission or no tips?
No. I'm not a fan of the aesthetics on that.
Okay, yeah.
Especially
I
the
guess I was
mirroring and just like
mistaking it.
the wall-to-wall tile. Nah.
And then there's also a major item
All right, I'm
there,
out.
too.
Oh, I gotta press the button. Done, finally. Jesus.
GG.
GG, everybody.
All right.
Is Winter still
AG,
going?
Watch the
annoying.
stream now.
Annoying game. Friggin' tower.
Oh, Winter's gone.
Friggin' tower. Okay.
Oh, Winter
Wow.
finished.
So,
Well,
you know,
that's GG.
anybody
Streamers
watching my
called
demo will
yes for
see me
best
run around in circles.
Beam, and then Epi said no. Well, alright. See y'all.
Extremely
I'm gonna watch-
painful.
I'm gonna give people a minute to add their comments if they so desire.
Oh yeah, I'll actually add my comment.
There are allegedly 3 more cores in this other seed, and I'm at 74% and I cannot find them.
The other seed was better. I love that comment.
Yeah.
I'll tell you where to shove that unassuming tower. Shove it right into the dumpster.
That is a great comment.
That is a wholesome way to interpret what I was getting at, but yeah, sure. So,
That is a very
can you guys
wholesome way
tell
to
me all
interpret.
about that one friggin' Norfair recreation room that has the secret up and down? Is there just literally nothing?
I'm gonna pretend I know which room you're talking about here.
There's this bubble room that said made you crazy trying to figure out how to get through it.
Oh yeah, that.
It's like I think it's a remix room, but
I wouldn't
Oh,
remember.
Bubble Hub Remix. It's a recreation of like a dead end room from.
it is a dead end.
But
okay.
the thing is that it has like it has multiple shoot blocks in different areas of the room that imply that there's more to it. Now Miu
Yeah.
actually changed it to fade it out, so that seems like there's nothing else to the room. But still, it's called Bubble Hub Remix, and it has the shoot blocks, so it still can fool you.
Oh, that one. That is not the room I thought you were getting confused by.
You said a certain Norfair room. I swear we're on the same wavelength.
No, I was
think
actually
that's
talking
the
about a
one.
different
That
room.
one sucks. That one is not a good room.
Okay. I'm finally done. Finally free. Can't wait till next
I see.
time.
I made the mistake of playing the other seed, so
I'm quite
Oh, there's an
I'm quite
animation when you go to
surprised
quit.
that you
Cute.
even showed up, Tibbs. But I'm glad you did.
What do you mean? It's Tuesday's race day.
Because of it's
I'll
election
find
day,
out
I
the
don't know.
answer eventually. I like I said, I voted on Friday. I was not going to sit in line on the election day.
Oh yeah.
Just get that crap out. Of course, we waited till the last early voting day, so it was an hour-long wait in a winding line. But hey, what are you gonna do? But
I still thought you'd be busy like watching the news or something, but I don't know.
I'll doom scroll after the stream. Which, by the way, thanks everybody for tuning in and watching me suck yet again. So, till next week when
Probably
I
shouldn't doom scroll if you want to scroll if you want to sleep tonight.
I'm not gonna sleep tonight because I had half caffeine today.
Okay, never
so
mind.
that's just
So
off
I guess
the
you're
table.
not gonna sleep anyways.
Yeah, it's just not happening. All right, well back to Minecraft mod pack development.
All right, bye.
See y'all
that
later.
sounds a lot more pleasant than doom scrolling.
That could be funny sometimes.
Oh god, people are gonna leave the call, and then my reactive images are gonna start covering up the the rule text.
Oops.
Yeah, I guess I'll just stay in here, but then not actually be in here.
Nah, it's not. It doesn't really matter.
All right. See y'all later.